Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Wheels screaming loud under a blood-red sky. Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no God.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Welcome everybody to race number 2 of the playoffs of the 2025-2026 NASRA Cup Series. We are here at sunny Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona road course NASCAR style. We're not going to run the complete 24 Daytona course without a little extra kink in the end right before you reach start finish line in these next gen cars. This is going to be an interesting, fun night tonight. You're going to see a lot of guys blowing corners and running over people. It's going to be fun. You better grab your popcorn and your drinks now. Hopefully these guys can keep these cars up underneath them. We're just now going through the warm-up laps right now as we wait on our second best announcer in the Cup Series. I'm going to call myself the best. I'm sorry. Going to have to do it. He can dispute me when he shows up. Wesley will be here just in a minute, but here's our starting grid for this evening. Starting on row number 1, Randy Nichols with the pole, Tristan Bruce P2. On row number 2, we have Roger DeBold and Trevor Williams. All these first 4 guys are all in the playoffs. Jonathan Cofield on row number 3 with Drew Ballesteros. Yes, they are also in the playoffs. Kevin Edwards and Tony Burlinson on row number 4. Yes, they are both in the playoffs. Buzzy Mongold, Brandon New are on row number 5, row T9 and 10. Row 6, we've got Vice President of NASRA, Cody Knott, and Ryan Johnson. I'm surprised Ryan is where he's at. I guess he didn't set a good qualifying lap. Row number 7, we've got Peyton Johnson and Joshua Rodriguez. And row number 8, we've got Anthony Harden and Jeffrey Johnson, 15th and 16th. And then row number 9, we've got Mark Cofield, part-time driver, and full-time driver Anthony Olszewski. And then Matt Cherry run a few laps and then had a personal issue, and he will not be joining us this evening as these guys get ready to turn them free here at Daytona and run this road course, 3.56 miles here. There's your playoff grid. Ryan Johnson locked himself into the Elite 12 last week winning at the National Super Speedway, and the rest of these guys are trying their best to make that Elite 12 and then finally get down to your Championship 6. We have three total rounds of racing, so 3 races on Sweet 20, 3 races for the Elite 12, and then 1 final race for the Championship 6, and that will be at Auto Club in sunny Southern California as a moment of peace, RIP Auto Club Speedway. Now it's an Amazon warehouse.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Well,
Yes.
Thanks for that, Justin. I believe the voice of NASRA has arrived here this evening. If Wesley's got a copy there. Do you have a copy, Wesley?
The second best announcer in the NASRA Cup Series has shown up, everybody.
The hell is second best? I'm supposed to be first best. Who's second best?
You, sir. You, sir. I consider myself the best.
Justin's the
No. You are the driver. You're the driver commentator. First best is me, man. I get first chair. Like it's
You get first chair. You get first chair.
Yeah, I get first chair, man. Come on. So, hey, no, guys, it's been fun. I had a day date and enjoyed going to the movies, seeing the new Scream 7, and then I went to the Olive Garden in Selma, one of the places that Adam Newton referred me to go to, and had a great time. And man, just walked back in the door, man. We're ready to go. Daytona road course and ready to see what happens here tonight. This is nothing like Daytona International Speedway. If you think of like the Roval at Charlotte, this is like the Daytona Roval, if you will, here at the World Center of Racing. And Justin, I think we're going to see a crazy wild card for this race here today, man. A lot of crazy unknowns could happen.
A lot of crazy. If you see your race details right there, stage 1 will be 15, and we will stay under green. We will not throw a caution for stage 1. Stage 2 will be lap 30. Will be roughly the halfway point, and we will throw a caution for that one. 63 total laps tonight. 63 total laps for 225 miles.
Let's just be honest here, Justin. There could probably just be one caution flag for this race this evening, and that's
it. There very much could, yep. Unless they wad them up in turn 1, there probably won't be another. You probably won't see the yellow flag until stage number 2, lap 30. So 100% fuel, 3 total sets of tires, so they're going to have to conserve their tires, and it is 82 degrees right now on track, 76 ambient. So these tires are the place is going to get a little warm, and don't forget, you got the extra kink right before the pit road entry, so that's going to be an interesting hot spot for the night. Coming green this time by, pace car down pit road. I'm going to let Wesley take it from here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here they come. The playoffs roll on in Season 2. The 49 North Collision race underway here at Daytona. Let's see how it ends up. And Dean, I know you like road course races, buddy. We're going to go left and we're going to go right. We're heading towards the International Horseshoe as we speak inside the infield. Let's have some fun, man.
Yes, let's see how these drivers are going to be able to handle it, obviously, this season here for turning left. And not at the Watkins Glen that we're talking about before earlier as well, too. Something a little bit different and spicy. And, of course, Daytona in the infield. So far, so good. I think most of the drivers have all gone through the infield almost as they're coming close to approaching. I'm not even sure if that's turn 2 at some point, isn't it? The old oval part soon. They exit the infield.
Yep, coming back as they're getting ready to turn back on to NASCAR, as they call it, NASCAR number 1, back onto the oval. This is technically turn number 6 right here. Turn number 6.
That's right. Now, and remember, there is a chicane. If I'm remembering, Justin, if this is the updated Daytona road course,
yes,
there is a chicane or a bump stop, if you will, on the back straightaway. And then there's another one kinking that start finish out of turn 4, correct? That's going to be interesting to keep an eye on.
It is. There was no setup that allowed me to run the full Daytona 24-hour road course. Like, I tried it. I tried my best, but there is no setup. There is not enough gearing in these next-gen cars to allow me to do that.
Oh, wow.
So we had to add a little extra
chicane there since probably, in COVID, whenever they ran it.
When they ran it, yep.
Course. Yeah.
Correct.
The Clash or something like that. Yeah.
And don't forget the new and improved bus stop on the backstretch. No more grass. 100% asphalt around that bus stop.
You can send it. Here's this chicane we were talking about at the front straightaway. Here it is, right here.
This is going to be the interesting hot spot of the night. This is where they're almost 180 miles an hour, and they got to whoa it down to like 30 miles an hour.
Now, how is that going to change the momentum of this race? Right, I saw some people in the chat box that were talking about it, and they're like, this layout has another chicane on turn 4 that sounds like a real pass killer. But I don't know about that. I mean, we could possibly see some daring moves here on this last corner before coming to start-finish.
You could. You could definitely see it. Like right now, they're spreading it out right now. There's hardly any battles right now. It's just all nose to tail. It all depends on who can conserve their tires and keep it together. Oh, the 54 Drew is around. Let's see if he can get it squared back up again. He was sitting.
And Jeffrey Johnson had a problem entering the International Horseshoe, and there he is again off the pace behind Drew.
They just banged doors into the International, not the International Horseshoe, the Horseshoe. International Horseshoe is the one right off Pit Road. Ooh, Peyton Johnson. Oh, it just got, for both of them, they both almost went around. Oh, and there's Joshua Rodriguez having a pretty good. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of dirt. And don't forget, iRacing has it set up to where if you put dirt on the track, you get a little notification in the flags that say, hey, there's dirt on track. So that means it could be extra slick for some of these guys. And these next-gen cars, they're hard to handle sometimes. Oh, as he almost turns it around out there, gets it back on track.
No traction out there in the grass.
Road course.
That's for sure.
Yep. And you got to give it time. You got to let your car kind of like settle back in, let that dirt kind of burn off the tires, because iRacing has been trying to improve everything, and they're putting like where the dirt and the gravel stick to the tire if it's a hot tire. So it's definitely a different beast than what they're used to.
Hey, what, Dean? Let's pick up the leader, Nichols, and let's take a lap around Daytona.
Yeah, put it in his end car and let's watch.
Yeah, let's go a lap around Daytona. Watch the Liquid Death entry. Here he comes, already heading towards turn number 1 and 2. That's the in and out entrance coming off of Pit Road, and you're in turns 1 and 2. Now you're heading into the infield of the racetrack, and they do call that the International Horseshoe at turn number 3. This now is a straightaway that will enter into a dog leg. The dog leg will now go from turn 4 and 5, Justin, as he's on the dog leg now. This is the West Horseshoe.
Correct.
Into turn number 5. Another sharp, what is that, a 50, 60-degree turn angle? And then they're going to go back up to turn 6. This is now entering on to the in and out of the course onto turn number 1 of the Speedway. And obviously we'll catch back up whenever he hits the bus stop or the chicane. Some people call it a bus stop. Some people call it a chicane. But this is where you're really probably, Justin, I would say, get the top speeds of these cars here in this
Right
race
here.
this evening.
Yeah, you can see we're 183, 100. I mean, these things are full song right here. He's almost going to hit 200 miles an hour.
And you got to break.
Before he starts
Got to
rolling
break
it
in
down.
time. Look at the way he drove into the chicane or the bus stop, as they call it. And as Mr. Dean just mentioned, there's no grass. It's all gravel and road now. If you're not careful going through the chicane, you'll hit the wall, damage your car. Now you're back in turn number 3 and 4, which is actually turns 10, 11, 12 of Daytona. Here you come now, entering into the NASCAR chicane. There it is, just entering the tri-oval, that 2,300-foot front straightaway. And that is a lap around the Daytona road course. Fun place there, Justin. Yeah.
It is. Like I said, they got down to 60 miles an hour, but like I said, you could almost hear it. That car was full song as it entered that last bus stop.
By the way, I want to send a shout out to our buddy Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer, for filling in for me last Wednesday night. I had a doubleheader baseball broadcast obligation, and I just didn't think that it'd finish up in time. Whoa! We have problems now. As there's Anthony Hart in the John Deere car. That's the 97 machine. Mark Cofield. That is Jonathan Cofield's father.
Yep.
In that car.
Wow. Well, speaking of Jonathan Caulfield, here he is at the moment. So one Caulfield to another one. This is Jonathan Caulfield down 3 places at the moment on the back there of Peyton Johnson. Ryan Johnson's moved his way up. Peyton Johnson as well, too. 6 positions gained between both of the Johnson and Johnson drivers. No relation there, but we do know the relation, of course, between Jonathan Caulfield and his father, Mark Caulfield.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Johnson and Johnson, they are not brothers. They're not related in any form or fashion. So, actually, all 3 Johnsons are not related.
They are not related. That's right. They are not a relation.
We have 3 Johnsons in a Cup Series, but hey, we'll take it.
That's true. Jeffrey Johnson as well, too, running down P18. Us late
There's
breakers.
been a lot of grumbling. These guys are not very happy with this road course on the schedule, but it's different. It's different. It adds a little different flavor to it, and makes this thing. This is the Cup Series. It needs to be a little challenging, just a little bit.
You guys always grumble over there in the States of anything that goes right and left. I don't know what it is.
Hey, look, listen. I used to hate road coursing, but you put me in a GTP car, I don't mind it. Okay, I love racing in a GTP car. Anything NASCAR related does not need to be on a road course. It's not made for it.
They're not designed for it.
I gotta agree with you, Justin, disagree with you because in my opinion, I think in the last decade, some of the most exciting real NASCAR races has happened on road courses.
Oh, Peyton Johnson.
Whoa!
Johnson, look out! And he got into Ryan Johnson, and they are not related. They just got conjoined together, in unison spinning there. Yeah, it was like, I wait for you, you wait for me.
Yeah.
Hey, we're this together.
Watch his replay, and then we'll go take a look at something real quick. Watch his replay. Watch a brake glow. Watch the brake. Oh, and he just wipes it around. Right around it goes. Doesn't quite turn around.
Look at the rotors were already glowing there a little bit. Yeah.
Matter of fact, can you go to a right to camera view of the right front?
We got a camera angle of a brake rotor there.
Oh, well, not
Mr.
really.
Engineer?
Not so much of a camera angle for that, my friend. Sorry.
What about the right front suspension?
No.
Nah, you're being too difficult. There you go.
Just watch.
It's going to be very loud.
Watch him as he slows it down. Watch this thing glow right
He
here.
said it's going to get very loud. Watch this.
Yeah, see it glow.
Watch it glow.
Look at the brake rotor right there.
Yep.
Oh!
They do that in the GT3s as well, too. If you see the series on there, so it's quite interesting.
And you know what? Brakes are big at short tracks as well, like Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond. They're going to be big on the road course, too. You got to save your brakes there, Justin.
You got to. iRacing has health meters on some of their equipment on cars, so I'm wondering if brakes are also a part of that. I've yet to look that up. I need to actually ask them an email and ask them, but I want to say that it is. They say to save your stuff because this is the most real simulator. Oh, it's a 17. Hit a bump. What did he hit?
I think he just got on the power, didn't he?
He bounced it. and,
Yeah.
and
He
around he
said what he
goes.
should have zagged is when he does it. That's
Yeah,
a
he
pissed
hits
off
something.
gorilla.
He's mad.
I don't. Where's
Hey,
Roger Diebold?
by the way, don't forget,
Oh,
next
look up.
week we're going to
He's gotta
Vegas.
stop
Oh,
all
is that
this.
Adam Newton? No, not Roger Diebold.
Did he stop? Let's go back. I gotta go back and watch. He's gotta stop. I need to make sure to tell him. Hang on just a minute.
Yeah, he
What
went
did he do?
straight.
Overstreet the chicane?
Yeah, he went straight
race
through the-
director Justin's coming out.
Went right through
Did
the.
he stop? Is the question. I don't know if he stopped though. They got to check that. Roger Diebold, man, look at that beautiful looking car there. Dean, look at that nice looking race car.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was-
I'm not
yeah.
going to go with everything that's going on with America and the world today, and we're not going to go into that, Pandora's box. But
to get back
that's
live,
that's an
actually.
awesome
Yeah.
tribute car to America right there. Proud to be an American, no doubt. Look at that beautiful car. And now look what happened to Peyton Johnson again.
This will be straight on. You watch. He
Now
accidentally
this
misses
is
it.
Diebold.
Yeah.
Oh, he overshot it. Did he stop?
He slowed down.
He did. Well, I mean,
Nope,
he
did not.
No, he
He did
didn't.
not.
What the hell? Why did you stop? I mean, the car is going to come to a stop. That means no forward momentum. So what's the penalty, Justin? 2-lap penalty?
No, if he comes back through the next time and stops and then goes again, I'm not going to penalize him. I just told him what to
Okay.
do.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you go.
There's no.
So you're gonna let him be the example to the exception of the rule, right? There you go.
Yeah. Like if I catch you doing it and doing it on purpose, I'm going to nail you. But if I tell just be honest and say, hey man, I did this, and let you take a look at it.
So Justin,
I mean,
iRacing doesn't.
I will give him credit. He did try to stop. I mean,
Yeah.
he did get on the
He
brakes.
locked
He
up
just
the
didn't
brakes.
come to a full stop. Yeah.
Justin, whoa! Where does it coming out of nowhere?
Oh, what the world?
Anthony,
Man, Mr. Edwards,
straight
and he won
through.
here in Daytona. Remember, he won the Super Speedway race
what was that?
when the season started back in September of last year. Wow. I was going to say, though, Justin, what a beautiful looking race car Roger Diebold's got as we look at a replay of Cofield
Whoa.
and woo!
He's got to slide into him. Yeah, he's got no traction there.
Melvin just plowed in the roofless of Edwards there. Look at that. My goodness.
And why did
Hang on a minute.
And
Diebold slow
did
down?
stop. Diebold stopped because he had to.
Yeah.
Remember, you just heard Dean. Justin just said
Oh,
I
but he
just told
said
him he had to stop if
he
didn't.
did it
He
again.
was going to get a penalty. Yeah, he had to stop, and so he did.
Well, it shouldn't have
Yeah,
been.
he
It shouldn't have
come to
been
a
right.
stop.
It shouldn't have
Yeah.
been right there, but that probably did catch everybody off. That's a dangerous place to slow down on the exit.
I mean, Cofield and Edwards were already having their own little battle amongst themselves. I think Roger Diebold was going to be committed to stopping anyway.
Yeah, but
So,
probably should have left him through before the turn, not at the exit there, because
man,
he's a
I love
slow
that
car.
Look at that car.
Everybody was
Dude, that's
approaching.
a beautiful looking race car. Beautiful looking race car. Wow. Justin has to step away and handle race director duties, laying down the house.
So Anthony Harden now up 12 places into P3, as you just saw before by the John Deere machine. Solid run so far. You'd have to give it to Mr. Mustache. 9 to go on stage 1 there, Wes. And there's
It
Anthony
is,
Harden.
yes, sir. They just going by, man, really quickly. Look at this. It's going fast. Remember, we will actually stay green in stage 1 is what
Yes,
Justin
sir.
White mentioned. Hey, we're going to Vegas next week. Final race of the Sweet 20. At the end of the third round of round 1, we're going to be taking 12 into the round 2 of the playoffs, the semifinals.
What's happened to
All that
Caulfield's
going
just
on.
slowed
So we got
down.
another car. Jonathan Cofield stopping after exiting NASCAR chicane.
Yep. I believe that he might have been in a similar situation where he might have accidentally. It is very confusing. You can barely see those cones. You barely see them. There they are. And it's like, oops. I was kind of getting off guard with that one too there, Wesley, because I was sitting there going, that must be very difficult to see as a racing driver, especially to concentrate when you're so used to doing regular oval laps, and then all of a sudden you turn into a road course that you don't probably practice as often, and then you're like, those aren't very noticeable. What it should do is put those foam ones with big arrows on them. I mean,
Yeah, very true.
Formula 1 would do that. Formula 1 does do that in the Monza track. So I'm surprised here in iRacing that they don't make it as obvious. It is just a couple of tiny cones that you can see when you're approaching at almost 200 miles an hour. It's not an easy thing to spot.
Justin's back with us up in the booth. Justin obviously handling race duty affairs as well, but man, this first stage going by rather quickly.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I'm glad that it is. It's a road course. These guys should click off laps pretty quick. There's a few of them on here, and I've already had to go through, like Mr. Cofield at 58. Looks like he caused a wreck in the front chicane. I told him he just needed to do a pass-through, so that way it serves his penalty and he's done. And then we had some guys complain about incident points. And I don't know. You guys may have not broadcast but a couple years ago we did COTA, and somebody who won the race ended up having over 200 incident points at COTA.
Wow.
They were actually obliterating the track limit. So the incident point limit we have is 30, and once you exceed 30, it's a single point deduction off of your total up to 40. And once you go over 40 incidents, then it becomes a double point penalty. So that way it gets these guys' attention and lets them know, hey, track limits are enforced. Don't be stupid about it, and keep the car up underneath.
Right now, top 5 as we close in on 7 remaining in stage number 1. Randy Nichols up in front. Tristan Bruce, Roger Diebold, Trevor Williams, and he had problems earlier. He's still back up in 4th. Ryan Johnson currently, as they stand, your top 5 as we're in the final stages of stage 1 at the Daytona Beach Road Course in the NASRA Cup Series playoffs.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. You now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Back here at the virtual World Center of Racing, that is the Daytona International Speedway, with a twist. We're on the Daytona Beach Road Course. Welcome back to our coverage. Justin White of the NASRA Cup Series, Dean Hopton on production. As always, I'm Wesley Outland. We welcome you to coverage of the NASRA Cup Series and the 49 North Collision 225. And right now we're narrowing to the final 5 laps of stage number 1. Some thrills, some spills, some chills.
And a spin.
And just like that again, Johnson around again. And other than that, it has been that kind of a night. But stage 1 going by quickly here, Justin.
Yep, looks like the 15 and the 54 had a few words right there. One of them was saying, hey, you're blocking a little too much. The other one's like, what do you want me to do? I'm just driving a road course. This is not an oval league. Figure it out, buddy. So it's interesting. Sometimes you guys need to listen to the race chat. I know you probably can because of the curse words that get dropped, but it's very interesting to have it in your ear.
We'd be in trouble, but definitely. I mean, if one day they would let us have a free pass, right?
Another driver going off track. I think that was JJ.
Yeah, Justin said one day.
One day.
Spun right just in front of our leader too, of Randy Nichols. So I think Randy was quite lucky there. There's T. Bruce now at the moment, right behind the lap car, or about to lap Jeffrey Johnson, who just got lapped by the race leader. Made a little bit of a mistake, and here around the outside goes T. Bruce because he's trying to hunt down our race leader.
Randy
5
Nichols
seconds up the road.
Actually putting on a clinic right now.
Yep.
He is putting on a clinic. Remember, we messed his race up last week where he got a pit road speeding penalty. I think he finally said, you know what, I'm just going to just go out and win this thing, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
And right now, if you're one of these guys that are currently on the outside looking in, you need to have a good solid run, right? I mean, stage points are everything, especially if you're one of those 20 drivers, Justin, that are in the playoffs, especially if you're probably in Randy Nichols. Hold on, Buzzy Mongold. Man, he about got just plowed from the back. And I say that in no disrespect.
Yeah. That's something you might want to be reading out to those drivers there, Justin. Is about that exit there in that chicane. That's a very dangerous place.
Yeah, that chicane is very dangerous. Well, and some of these guys looking on the outside in, you've got top 20 right now. So Chase Albright, he's decided to take a little hiatus from it. Anthony Burleson's in. Matt Holmes is actually not here tonight. Buzzy Mongold's in. Anthony Harden. those Cody Knott, Roger Dubbo actually had an atrocious week last week. He's got to make up some points now, or he's going to be in some deep trouble. So, right there's the cutoff. I mean, you see how close it is. 0 points. I mean, these guys are that close to the cutoff to making the Elite 12 right there. Look at him. I mean, you got Jonathan Cofield. He could have a horrible night tonight and end up looking on the outside in. Even Randy Nichols right now with 22 points. We got 18 guys in the field with our 2 stages. If Randy, Randy's probably going to win this stage 1, so it's going to give him 32 points. So he's probably going to be okay. But they're outside looking in. It doesn't take one slip up. This is the wild card of round 1. This is it. Either you survive this or you don't. And you're not, and you got to win and you're in next week. And next week's race is definitely going to be an interesting one. It is, where are we at? I got to remember. I have so many schedules in my head. It's Las Vegas. So
Vegas, man. Yeah.
And the Gen 6. The Gen 6 of all cars. We're back in the Gen 6. So here's the deal. We're in the next gen tonight. Next gen next week. Gen 4 Darlington, and then we're in the next gen for the final 3 races of the season. So the next gen will be at Phoenix, Richmond, Talladega, and Auto Club. That's your final races. So the next gen, and everybody's got a fair shake at the Gen 4 and the Gen 6. Everybody's running almost an equal amount of races. Gen 6 has picked up 2 more because the Daytona Auto Club got to finish the season off with it.
Now, why the decision to keep it in the next gen car, Justin? Why?
What, the final race of the year?
Yeah, all 3 final races of the year, the next gen car. Why?
Because we have I try to like give an equal amount of road courses. Well, road course is different. Let me rephrase: intermediates, super speedways, and short tracks. Try my best to give an equal 3 race swing to each individual car. Sometimes we're a little bit off on the bounce. We have 21 races in the season. So, of course, we got to start the season off with the next gen and end it with the next gen. So there's already 2 races for the next gen that are off the plate. So we're at, 19 races? I got to split 19 races between 3 different cars. That's not an equal split. But I try to give everybody a fair shake. Like, we run 1 super speedway in the Gen 6, Gen 4 next gen, 1 intermediate in the Gen 4, Gen 6 next gen, 1 short track in all 3 of them. All 3 different types of tracks.
Gotcha. Interesting.
This will be another driver going off that little bump there, probably. Or locks it up under the brakes. Anthony Harden.
He does. Looks like the 77. And by the way, I want to. I don't. Broadcaster's curse. Knock on wood. Anthony Harden's been.
I literally hear you knocking on wood too. I hear you knocking on it.
Knocking on it. Anthony Harden is pointing these guys to death. He is just being Mr. Consistent, and it's actually an awesome thing to see.
Yeah.
4 to go in stage 1. One of the closest battles on track there is between Ryan Johnson and Trevor Williams. He's trying to hunt him in at the moment in there to get himself up in a P3 position. Of course, that's Ryan Johnson who's managed to slice and dice his way back up through the field. The man that is already locked in, of course, in the playoffs. So he can afford to have a bad race. But no, the Tiny Horse doesn't give up. And, judging by his pace at the moment, he's got the time on his side to try to hunt down old Trevor Williams there, T. Bruce, and Randy to perhaps try to steal this lead away, or this race victory away.
Remember too, Dean, as Justin mentioned, when we finish stage 1, we will still stand on the green flag, which is, by the way, 13 of 63 laps will be around lap 15 when we complete it. And then we'll move into Glass Mechanic stage number 2. As right now, heading back towards the International Horseshoe are the drivers of Williams. And that's 17. There goes Anthony Harden coming off of the NASCAR chicane at turn 4.
Yeah, had another moment, I believe.
I can never figure it out, right? Justin, it's a chicane, it's a bus stop. And then some people call the bus stop a chicane on the backstretch or a bus stop chicane. Same thing in turn 4. I don't, potatoes. I mean, it's still the same thing, though, right?
To me, a bus stop is a more like cut in the track. Like it's a more pronounced, like it's a deep cut in like you could clearly tell. You come in, you stop, you're out of the main road, bus stop, out. The final 13, 14 corners, that's a chicane to me. That's more of an in and out. I think a bus stop, like I said, bus stop on the backstretch is definitely, you could tell it's off the main. You can tell it's a bus stop.
To the bus stop song.
Wow.
That's the way I always consider that. So to me,
he's had to lift off. I think he's gone straight through again too, on that chicane, and that's why he's had to lift off and allow Drew Ballesteros.
They're all
through.
struggling right now. Everybody's struggling right now. This is not an easy course.
But Randy's had a moment, my friend, our race leader. He's still 7 seconds up the road there from T-Bruce, but maybe he's gone through. Let's have a look at the replay real quick, presented by Pulse Poppers. And I think this might just be accidentally going straight through. Or a mistake, isn't it? Right there.
Yep, as long as he stops.
Yep, it's allowed the car to go through, and that's okay. So cost him a little bit of time. And thinking of time, he doesn't really want to lose too much at the point, because I showed that fastest 5 for 5, and now you got the tiny horse in that group now. He's been cleared of a lot of that traffic, and as you can see, he is the quickest man now over 5 laps. So does he have enough time, but to catch these leaders? Because he's 30 seconds off our race leader at the moment.
As long as I see these guys, if they blow a bus stop or a chicane, as long as I see them hit 0 on the miles per hour, that's a stop to me.
Yeah.
Some of these guys like to push the limit and try to like skirt the rule, but hey,
Justin's
we have
watching.
the amazing replay. And I know this is not our forte. I know this can kind of get boring. There's not a lot of side-by-side racing right now. This is a road course. We're an oval league.
But having the road courses in the series, I think, are wild cards. Just as much as Daytona or Talladega, Echo Park for super speedways. I think road courses are definitely something to have. And let's be honest here, it's the only road course in the season, right? I mean, this is the only one of the whole year. So
it's the only one, and we have it in the playoffs. So I mean, we had it in the playoffs last year. Maybe this year I pull it out of the playoffs and make it the cutoff race before the playoffs. Mix it up a little bit. Make it race number 2 of the season.
Now, remember, there is already one driver that has punched his ticket in as we are on the final lap of stage number 1, and it is, of course, Ryan Johnson. So you think of the hiccups or the problems that the Cheesehead has had from Salem, Wisconsin. It's okay, though, Justin and Dean, because he's already advanced to the semifinal Elite 12. He's already in it.
He right now, he's just running laps. He's just trying to gain, there's really nothing to gain. You can't gain any playoff points, because after this round, playoff points don't matter anymore. They're gone. They're out the window. You can gain all you want during the season, but it only helps you in round number 1.
Now, when we reset again, am I right, for just in the new season, we'll have a chase format. We won't have
we will
playoffs
go
or any of the stuff.
We'll have more like a 7-race chase format. 7 races.
Gotcha.
We'll combine the playoffs into one 7-race playoff.
Well, here we go at the moment. The final lap of stage 1 and to the bankings of turn 1 and turn 2. Shane Scott, a great Scott out there, was going up front to a going. Yeah, wish I was racing tonight. Looks fun.
This next gen it was this is a failed IMSA experiment. So it used to be a road course car. Then they turned it into a oval car, and it's great on the intermediates. Sucks on short tracks. Okay on road courses. I'm not a big fan of it.
Ryan Johnson said the fastest lap on that last lap as well, to a 55.9. To put that in perspective, T. Bruce did a 2-minute on that lap, so it was 5 seconds a lap quicker than T. Bruce. A 156.43 for Randy, which is a nice competitive time. Wouldn't be that's enough time for him to keep a nice little gap between himself there and Ryan Johnson. But T. Bruce is the one that might have to be a little bit concerned if he doesn't start pushing some of those 55, 56 lap times soon enough. He's going to have that tiny horse, number 38, right behind his tailpipe. But Randy, with this commanding lead at the moment, about 14 seconds, you can see up the road there for T. Bruce, should be fine. And he is our stage 1 winner.
Yep,
but we still stay green. We still stay green, though, by the way. Remember?
Now we're shooting for stage 3.
Glass mechanic.
Stage number 2.
Stage number 2. Yes, sir. Break some glass. Justin, I got to ask you this question, dude. With a run like Nichols is having, I mean, could this be the guy that we see hoist the championship? I mean, look what he's done during this season.
He is making a very strong case right now for his. He has got the most wins on the season. He's got 3.
Yeah.
He's looking for number 4. Ryan Johnson has been there all season. He's been right there. Tristan Bruce, I think, will be a wild card in that whole thing. Trevor Williams and Kevin Edwards. He won the first race of the season. When last time he was here, Kevin Edwards was hosting the NASRA Cup Series 250 trophy, Daytona 250 trophy. Though, I don't know. I think it's a mixed bag. I think you're looking at, with the playoff format, I mean, Darlington's coming up in the Gen 4. That's 900 horsepower at a track that is a cheese grater on tires. So I think that's a wild card. I think your next gen at Richmond's a wild card. Now your definite wild card is Talladega in the next gen. That is a wild card. That's going to be an interesting race.
And then just to throw a spanner in the mix there, Justin's also announced that the final race for the Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series Championship will be in a V8 supercar. And we haven't told the drivers
In a
that
V8
yet, have we?
supercar.
Wow, there you go. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I love it. Let's do it.
it's a Chevy
Hey,
or a
we're
Ford.
running Indy cars. We're running Indy cars for the
Yeah.
we're
Monday.
we're running Indy cars for the Monday series after the trucks are done. I mean, I know it's the Clash. It's a NASRA special, but Justin, I got to ask you. Besides the Cup and the trucks, and like it's Xfinity of the past that we've done. I mean, what do you think about expanding NASRA outside the box and doing the endurance
Have fun.
races, and obviously doing an idea of maybe the IndyCar open wheel deal?
Have fun with it. I mean, I'm all for running an Indy 500 with, if we could get it going.
We did it. We did it last year. If you remember,
Yeah.
we ran the
Yeah.
1100, the NASRA 1100. Yeah.
That, to be honest with you, I think that would be fun. I think doing that, running 600 mile, running the Coke 600 would be awesome. I think.
Yeah, we did it. We had a 4-hour time limit. Time expired, but we went like 550 miles in 4 hours, and we had the 87 Cup cars. So, but no, Dean, you were part of the production of that when we did the Indy 500 and the 600 on the same day. I thought it was a really cool day. It was a long day, but it was exciting. I thought we had a great turnout for it.
Yep, I'm all for flipping things up there, special events. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think NASRA's getting more into special events than more so league stuff. I mean, you've got your league stuff, great. I mean, everybody, you got your diehard NASRA guys, but I think NASRA is more turning into special events, which I'm all for. I'm happy because it helps grow the league, gets people interested and whatnot. So I think we need to do more of them. It's hard to find the help to get it done. Time commitments.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd love to be able to run a 600-mile next-gen race at Charlotte in the Cup Series as our middle of the race, maybe counted as 3 races or something, just kind of right in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Hey, by the way, don't forget the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series is going to be in action this Friday night. I'll be on the call for Jacob Reeves. That will be, of course, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. The NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series, the premier Friday night league where it all started back in 2020. For NASRA, join us. We're going to be in Atlanta. Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. Should be a good one.
That is probably NASCAR's best track on the circuit right now, other than Daytona.
Oh, hands
Talladega.
down. Oh, yeah.
It is
hands
a
down.
fun track to watch, especially when these guys are pushing it. I think I was there when the rain was kind of threatening to come in, and guys were like, okay, it's going to rain, and they were pushing hard. Passing was a plentiful, it was an amazing race. And
You're talking about the July race of 2023 at Atlanta,
Yes,
the Quaker State 400.
yes.
I was there for that one.
Yes, that
Yes,
was
sir.
an amazing race. The rain was coming. You could see the lightning in the background.
Yep.
Knew it was
yep.
coming, and you had to push hard to get up front, because if you didn't, Who knew when the sky was going to fall out? And I think we finished that race, if I remember correctly.
It completed. If you remember, we had a lightning delay, and
Yes.
they had a lightning delay for about 45 minutes to an hour, because the thing is what people don't realize is it doesn't matter whether it's raining or not. It's the lightning. When the lightning is going on, they have to reset the clock. So we had to reset the clock, I think, 3 times. And once it did, then we did get the race in. But one of the things I noticed, too, about that race, Justin, you were there. I'll get your take on it. The atmosphere, the humidity, when it set in, it changed those cars like nothing I've never seen before. Like it was phenomenal.
It did. The air got really thick. It was hot, humid.
Ooh.
And let me tell you what, these guys, it looks like somebody turned around in turn number 2.
They're stuck too.
Again. It's Johnson.
They're stuck. He's beached. He's beached.
Oh,
He's going to call that one in for you there, Justin.
He's going to have to tow. Is he going to call for a caution, or is it a tow?
He's going to have to tow. Oh, he can back it up. Oh, there he is.
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Going to have to get a new back into the car. The spoiler is gone.
Oh, he's blowing it. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
He
Probably
overheated.
gave up. He said, I'm done.
Okay, Justin, don't lose track of what we were talking about. Summertime, the humidity changing the race with the weather.
Yeah, the humidity changed. The air got thick, and those cars, it's like they came to life. I don't know what happened, but the grip got better, and these guys the cars just like roared to life. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they got more horsepower or what, but they just like come to life, or the drivers got antsy. I don't know, but it was in person. TV does not show it justice. In person, it was amazing.
Nope. I mean, you show 7 laps and go to a damn commercial, you can't see anything unless they go side by side with a little box. But
even
if you're
then,
there
even
in
then
person,
with a little box in person, it was just you could see, you could just walk. I mean, it's like they gained 10 horsepower to 20 horsepower. Those cars came to life, and they were fun to watch.
I was there for that, and I was actually talking to David Green with NASCAR with Tech in the infield after the race was over. And that's one of the things he said was, we got to go to the R&D center and figure out how the hell this happened. What made this car do what it did, right? You know, because it ain't had anything like that since then.
No, that was lightning in a bottle for NASCAR in that next-gen car. Lightning in a bottle. Whatever their idea was for Atlanta was amazing. That was the best idea to experiment with that with the high banks. Now, I think as the track gets older, it'll get even more fun, especially with Georgia Sun being down on it.
Yes.
Back to this race though. Randy Nichols finished just halfway through lap 20 here. Right now going through the second horseshoe, I call it. I know everybody calls it different. Coming back on to NASCAR 1.
The West Horseshoe is what they actually call it in real life. Yeah.
West Horseshoe. Yep.
Now, here's one
And
for
the
you.
reason why they call the other one the International Horseshoe is if you watch the actual Daytona 24 hours, you will see all of the actual international flags of everybody in that race displayed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the International Horseshoe.
You're exactly right.
Back to the weather thing, guys, as well too. Do you guys know what one of the major factor is to why they suspend delay races when there's lightning around?
It's more so the fans.
It's more so the protecting of the crowd, for sure. Yes. Metal grandstands, man, are dangerous.
Sure, a little bit. Oh, you said to slow down too. To the chicane. Well, one of the other factors, of course, is that the medical helicopters that they need to fly can't fly generally in dangerous conditions. Correct. And of course, they need to be able to fly the obviously critical driver situations to a hospital.
And it's not only that; it's not only the helicopters; it's the safety of the fans, but also the TV crew, the cameramen, all the officials, the spotters. You're way up in the air. You're attached to metal. You're
Well, they do it in Formula One as well, so it's not and a lot of sports, motorsports. So it's not just
10 years ago, 10 years ago, did you ever hear a lightning delay in NASCAR? Nope.
We'd keep on going till the bottom fell out.
we would. And
listen, I remember one year I was at the Daytona 500 and a damn tornado was on the back straightaway, and we still got the race in. That was the year that Dale Jr. won the 500 in 2014.
Yep, I remember that.
There was a tornado. Dean, on the back straightaway. You're
Wow.
looking at a tornado. I'm in the press box. I'm like,
crazy.
if it hits, I'm dead. We're gone. Where are we going to go?
Actually,
like, literally, you know?
they had a typhoon that came in on the Japanese track one, I think, in Formula One time, but they had to suspend
I was
it
about to
because
say,
of a
I was
typhoon.
about to say, there's no way in hell they're going to run Formula One in a typhoon.
They were almost going to. They got some. It's about to start in Melbourne, actually, in Australia here for the first Open this season, and some of the teams are struggling. Actually, that they've just announced. I think it was the Aston Martin team that said that they probably won't be able to run any more than 17 laps because the vibrations or something in the car's that bad that the drivers can't physically handle it. Something like
New
that.
Edge Simulations is chiming in. Justin, he says, this is the damnedest track to have in the playoffs. What a damn joke. Your response to that, I guess. I was like,
Hello, Mr. Jeffrey Johnson. I know
We're gonna
that's
have
you.
beef. We got beef.
I love you, Jeff. I love you.
oh man. Jeffrey is not happy, okay? He's I think he just aborted.
I get it.
He's out of the race now. He's out of the race.
It. Trust me, I get it. It's a frustrating, but we can't run the same track over and over again. Sonoma, everybody complained about Sonoma. Everybody complained about Coda. Everybody complained about Road America. Well, this is the next best choice. This is as close to the mileage as Watkins Glen as I could get.
What if you did like Suzuka or like,
Oh no,
you know,
they won't be able to handle it.
Long Beach or something like that?
no.
You know?
I need a setup for that.
Yeah, you think Long Beach? Wow, I mean, yeah, that'll be a tough one for the drivers to do.
I can't wait for Long Beach.
JJ will be complaining
It's
about
gonna be
that
awesome.
one. Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Australian NASCAR Truck Series are going to run there. I will get up at 4 o'clock in the morning with Dean.
When is that one? Are we
Long
doing that
Beach tonight?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Tonight. Well, in the afternoon for you. Well, no, it is nighttime for you.
Yeah, it's nighttime for me. Yep. Yep. So there's
it's
Randy.
nighttime for me too, but you're ahead of me. So
9 to go on stage 2. Is this the only pit stop, do you think, or do you think they're going to need one more there, Justin?
100% fuel. I think they can make it on one pit stop. To be honest with you, I think we have one. One will definitely get them there. I think they can run probably 35, 36 laps. I would think maybe 40 laps. So the question is, keeping the car up underneath you with the fuel burning off is the question. Can you do it?
Yeah, it's what is it like 1 o'clock in the afternoon at most for you in Brisbane, Dean?
Yes,
so,
sir.
It's 1 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. It's 9:49, 9:50 Eastern Time, USA, North Carolina time for me, and I think Justin is in Tennessee. I think.
I'm on Eastern Time. Yep, it is.
Yeah,
9:49 p.m.
By the way, speaking of clocks, don't forget to set your clock ahead an hour, America.
Oh, when's that?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, 2 a.m.
Okay.
It'll change from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m.
I mean,
Where does the clock really go, right? Where does the time go? Like, I'm just like, okay, so once a year we have over 25 hours a day or 23 hours in our day, basically, right? I mean, blame it on the farmers.
But you know what's amazing? The farmers don't change their schedule. They get up when it's sunrise and they finish when it's sunset. That's it. That's their schedule.
It has nothing to do with farmers. It has nothing to do with farmers.
Somebody
come up. Literally, Benjamin Franklin come up with that idea. There's really nobody really.
I want you to have an extra hour of daylight when it's hot.
Yep.
I know in Australia they did it. They do it in Australia. It's the same thing as well too. They said it was about the farmers, but that's because the farmers used to complain because they used to have to go to banks and stuff like that, right? Back in the day, of course, before they closed and things. But now everything's digital and electronic. You don't need to physically go to banks and stuff. So it doesn't affect farmers any different. They just.
Do y'all think we'll ever see a day where the world says the hell with it? We're not doing time zones anymore. We're not going to do daylight savings time.
You have to do time zones, but.
I know time zones. I'm talking about daylight savings time.
The United States is getting there. A lot of states have adopted it. They've just got to wait for Congress to ratify it.
Yeah, like crazy. I mean, got to go through the government. So let's just listen. We are the people. We just ain't setting our clocks by head no more.
Yep.
You just got to do what Kramer did in Seinfeld and just say, no, I'm not going to do it. So he just kept being an hour late for everything.
By the way, back to the race. The Liquid Death number 69 machine of Mr. Nichols is dominating this thing. Here's the man's statistics right now. Mr. Randy Nichols, obviously, driver, is second of the point standings. He's got 3 career wins, tied with Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson for Blue Lights has already punched his ticket in to the semifinal, the Elite 12. And the smart thing to do here with their teammates for Blue Lights Racing, Justin, would be put Randy in, right?
That would be correct.
There you go.
So, hopefully they'll be able to put him in.
I wonder if these two have come together here.
Oh, Drew
Something's
Ballesteros,
happened here.
the married mechanical 54 off the pace.
Or maybe it's separate incidents, but here's Kevin Edwards. He's just made a mistake coming in the corner. Yes, he has. Got a little bit too into the tyre barrier.
There's Kevin Edwards, the Daytona winner, by the way. He won here in Daytona.
I think Drew's hit one of these sleeping policemen, they call them, and that's going to be a hard lick of the fence as well. Bang.
Did you call it sleeping policeman?
Yeah, I think they call that in the UK or something like that, sleeping policeman. So, kind of slow the drivers down. Of course, especially you're lucky they're not really low cars like super formulas,
the rumble strips, the sleeping policeman.
Open wheel cockpits. If you see drivers hit that, mate, they fly. The car's just launched up into the air like crazy. There's a race leader going past at the moment. That's a good thing for Drew. He just was just slowing down to allow Randy Nichols to go through because it says it's not my fight at the moment with you leading the race, my friend. Keeping an eye on the Tiny Horse's times, mate. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Pretty quick
Liquid Death. Is that the name of a video game or something? Liquid Death?
No, it's an actual drink.
A drink, yeah. Wesley?
Never heard of it. What is it?
It's water.
Liquid
It's
Death.
basically water. It's basically water.
And they call it Liquid Death?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. We got T. Bruce fans out there. T. Bruce from Chandler Smith. T. Bruce currently running a P2. He's down the road by 10 seconds, actually, off Randy, so that's not too bad. Keeping an eye on those lap times as he's going to be doing as well, too. Let's have a look at the fastest 5 last laps. And believe it or not in there at the moment. Neither is Ryan Johnson. So T. Bruce Butt is keeping Randy honest in this race. 10 seconds is not a great deal. 7 to go in stage 2. Presented by the Glass Mechanic.
By the way, remember, there will be a caution at the end of stage 2.
That's true.
So we still got a long way to go in this race, actually.
That makes me think at the moment too, Justin. Do you think that these drivers aren't probably trying to save their tyres a little bit there, realizing that, hey, there's no point in trying to build up a massive lead here if it's all going to be neglected when the caution comes out? Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Just try to save your tires, save your stuff.
Might be the reason why you're not seeing a lot of these leaders.
Justin, you learn something new every day, and I'm learning something new every day. Liquid Death is a wildly successful, heavily branded canned water company known for its Murder Your Thirst tagline and heavy metal skull thing tall boy aluminum cans. So, sparkling and flavored water marketed to look like beer
in front of her.
to appear to the health-conscious consumers at bars, concerts, and parties. I mean, it kind of did look like a beer, but it's actually water. Wow. Kind of a pretty good idea, smart concept. Liquid Death. I'm going to have to buy one day if I see it at the store. I don't know.
I've seen it before in Australia even.
Liquid Death.
Yeah, it looks familiar. Either way.
Obviously, we're in no way promoting them except it's on Randy Nichols' card. So, I mean, there it is.
There's a lone cameraman up there.
This is when it's like, nothing going on. You're just finding anything to talk about, right? We're at that point right now. Nichols is dominating this thing, man. Tristan Bruce is in second. Johnson had problems. He's in third.
So are they going to jump down, Justin, into pit stops at this caution coming up at the end of the stage? Because a lot of them just came down early.
Some of them already have. Some of them already hit. Like Randy Nichols pitted 4 laps ago.
I know. You wouldn't think that they would be coming down, would you? That's a tough call to make. Because if Randy comes down, then T. Bruce and Ryan Johnson, Trevor Williams and all that can be like, do we want to jump him or do we want to go down as well? I mean, it's a tough call, isn't it, for Randy? He's the one that's going to all the weight on his shoulders right now. As if he stays out and say the rest of the field box, head down a pit road, might be a little bit of a disadvantage to tyres. I wouldn't say that much because you're only talking of, what, 5 laps after
I
this.
don't know if everybody realized this,
Yeah.
but that entire infield was turned into a motocross track over the weekend, last weekend, for the Daytona 200 for the motorcycles, too. I don't know if you saw that.
No, sir.
There's that entire infield, right?
Yeah.
Yep, they did. They actually have it on iRacing, but ironically enough, they have a, looking at it, hang on just a minute, let me get through here.
They have a motocross Daytona? Like you can actually drive with the motocross track line?
One moment. I think they do. I'm going to double check it.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to follow. Ding. And don't forget the NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series Friday night from Atlanta. I think it's going to be Echo Park Speedway. Coverage 9 Eastern, 8 Central. We'll be with you in the booth. Jacob Reeves will be taking a rest, and I'll be on the call for that one Friday night. What's up, Justin?
Do.
You say you
they
found
do.
one?
They have the Daytona Rally Course and Dirt Road.
Wow.
It's actually a completely different track setup.
Amazing.
It's kind of interesting how they have it set up. It's just basically turns 1 and 2, what you're looking at now, 3, and then before you get to 4, you turn right, and it take that little into the infield, and then you come through way before the North Horseshoe, 4 and 5, come back out on NASCAR 1, and they call that 7 and 6, and then turn around and do it all over again.
There you go.
That's the rally course long track, and then they have the short one where it stays all in the infield, and then you've got your dirt, and then of course your dirt long and dirt short, which is the same setup. Interesting. You'd be surprised what iRacing has come up with, or what they put on the service here lately. They come in on lap number 27. I'll say 27 for Randy.
Oh, keep it off the grass there, Buzz. There you go. With the pink machine. He did it quite wisely. He was very gingerly on the throttle there, because he probably realised if he did that loud pedal too loud, it was going all the way around there for old Buzz. Smile, you're on camera.
Oh.
I always wish I could have one of those tyres in the background. I see he's got the Goodyear Eagles there, and the Formula One Pirellis. You can't take a tyre with you. You can't get one. It's as Trevor Williams. It's passed by Jonathan Caulfield in the infield there on the inside. But they're heavily protected for the secret of the tyre compound or something like that, so you're not allowed to take one with you. You can't buy one either.
There you go.
Surprisingly enough.
That'll be fun.
I think it's nice little
Here's
battles
something
over
I
here.
noticed too,
Yep.
Justin and Dean. Every one of these cars, in some shape or form, even Randy Nichols had a little hiccup or time or two. They all, in some shape or form, had problems. But with that said, those that have persevered, Justin, and stuck with it are in the game. They might be a minute behind the leader, like Nichols is just running away with it, right? He's walking the dog. 14 seconds ahead of Bruce, 25 seconds ahead of Johnson, 50 seconds and more over the rest of the top 10. 10 cars on the lead lap. Ballesteros going a lap down. Obviously he is a lap down, but all these guys on the pylon, unless they're out, they've had problems. They just have shook it off, and they've tried to stay in the battle here.
Everybody's had problems. This is I'm getting a lot of mixed reports that this setup is not the best, but at the same time, this has been the same set that has been on iRacing since the start of the season. So
You can't stop, and you can't call the race off, and you can't say, "Oh, I made a mistake. Let's start over." You can't do that. I mean, you just gotta.
we see
gotta
what happens. We
press
see what
on with it, right?
We see
I mean-
what happened when you add too many tire sets of Kentucky. It adds a little bit extra to it.
Yep. Once you're into the race and you've started the race, you're committed to the rest of it. That's a little three-way fight
You
that
just got
was
to finish and do the best you
building
can.
up there. Roger Diebold now under attack from Jonathan Caulfield behind him. Trevor Williams was right with the party there for a second, but just made a little mistake and dropped back a couple of seconds from him now. But here we go. Caulfield and Diebold. This is the battle for P4 in the last 3 laps or so to go before we will go to a caution. Our first caution of the race. It'll be
Caution.
I doubt we'll actually have a caution. manually having to be called because there's no track blocking at the moment. Would justify Justin having to get Barney to wave that yellow flag.
No, I'm just kind of sitting here watching them race and watching them spread out.
Oh,
These
that's
guys
it.
are
Be
all
careful
over
on the
place.
gas there, Diebold. Save it.
Diebold,
Oh, no.
The Williams. It's like something broke on that car, Justin, and he couldn't control the handling, literally.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm taking a look at it.
And now Trevor Williams badly damaged, and here comes Diebold. He's trying to get away from him. He says, "Get away from me." The gorilla is not happy again. Here's a replay. Watch this replay presented by Pulse Poppers.
Looks
So it
like he
gets on the
spun it,
gas.
got on the grass,
Yeah.
tried to save it, and he just come and killed him.
Boom. That's major damage for both cars
Into the
too.
front valence of that race car there.
And it'll head into pit road as well too for Trevor Williams.
Looks
so-
like he killed the 17 and ended his race.
Yep. Oh, you got to think too how much they were spread out. I mean, the chances of hitting another car is pretty slim, isn't it? But unfortunately,
Yep.
Trevor Williams just had nowhere to go. Wrong place.
By the way,
Roger-
Trevor Williams was fourth in the point standings coming into tonight's race also.
Yep, and Roger will get a pass-through penalty.
Roger Diebold getting a penalty.
Yep, he'll have to serve a pass-through for causing a caution or causing a wreck. Let me rephrase, causing a wreck. So,
It's just unfortunate, isn't it, for Trevor?
See, there's two hard
It is.
hits, right? There's one on the right front where Rip Williams hit him, and then that left front shot, I think that was the kill shot for the 17 of the fourth place points man, Trevor Williams. And now Roger Diebold coming down pit road. Oh, my goodness. That's a beautiful car, Justin. I mean, regardless of what your thoughts are about the country and the way
He-
things are in the
He
world
won't be
today or
pitting.
whatnot,
That's a
that's a
drive-through
beautiful
penalty.
looking race car. I love that car.
Roger has served his penalty for the wreck. There's not much more I can do. He's done. He's done
He's
his.
probably got
paid
some
his
damage
dues.
anyway on that car, so it'll be very difficult to drive
does.
for a bit. So That's-
Hopefully, Trevor will get most of his damage fixed here in a minute. Looks like the 69 is getting ready to come through and complete lap number 29, so he'll be on lap 30 now. Yep.
Oh, final lap now. Final lap of stage number one.
two.
Stage
Or-
two, yeah.
Stage 2, yep.
It is presented by the Glass Mechanic. Breaking glass. And we will take an extended commercial break when we finish this final lap because we haven't took a break yet.
Nope, we'll definitely take a nice
We've been
long
live. Yeah, we've been live.
there's your RV, Wesley. I just saw it.
There is my RV. Yes, sir. Yeah. Fresh in, coming in hot. Olive Garden and everything. So, yeah.
By the way, how was the movie?
Scream 7 was a great movie. I've seen where people are bashing it on social media and TikTok and whatnot, and I think haters just want to hate. But I thought it was an interesting movie. I thought it was good. I mean, it was a good movie. I liked it. Not going to tell you what happened. Not going to unveil anything. But I mean,
Do you like scary movies, Wesley?
I love them. I love them.
That was the first one, wasn't it? Scream. He was on the phone going.
I
"Do
mean,
you like
that's what he
scary
always
movies?"
says. That's what he always says. Is he says this in all the movies.
I don't know. I think I've watched up to about 3 or something. I just not too much after that. But
Randy
That's it.
Nichols.
Yep. Randy Nichols going to complete lap 30 here. Trevor Williams has retired for the evening. So is Kevin Edwards, Cody Knott, Jeffrey Johnson, and Andrew Olszewski. They have all retired their cars for the evening.
So what are we down to, like 10, 12 cars left maybe?
13.
And here comes Randy Nichols, the three-time winner. Liquid Death Chevrolet works his way out of the NASCAR chicane at turn 4. Coming to the line, he will win Glass Mechanic stage number 2 in Daytona. The 49 North Collision 225, and the once
Yellow flag
the
is
top
out.
10. There it is. Caution's out.
now to
So
be
the caution
interesting.
will come out
Too
here.
long of a pull. We'll just call it. We'll
Yeah,
deploy
I think
the caution
Justin
car
said
now.
just throw the damn caution. Just get
Yeah.
everybody stacked up with each other. Let's not wait for the top 10 to cross the scoring loop.
It'll be
Normally
interesting
that's what they do, though.
where that
Well,
Randy
it'd be a
does
whole-
come in. Or not, yeah. Who will
I
come
think
in?
he
question.
will. I really do. I think he will. So, hey, Justin, what's your thoughts about maybe a dirt cup race on a cup race on dirt? Maybe Bristol or Eldora, Knoxville,
Did it once.
something like that.
Did it once. Not a fan. Too many complaints.
Did you do it at Bristol?
We did it at Knoxville.
Did it at Knoxville? Okay.
No, Bristol. We did Bristol. We did truck. We also did trucks that year too.
I got you.
I did a truck
Now
race.
this was before
recently.
NASRA, I
Yeah.
guess, right? This was
Yeah.
back when you had your original series. You had it called.
Yep. Yeah, we tried it. It was not the best. These are oval guys. That's why we
100
only
lap or
have one.
something?
Yeah, that's why we only have one road course on here. These are oval guys. They sign up for an oval league, not a road course league.
Gotcha. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas here, and I think Jeffrey Johnson just said we should run the infield dirt course next season. All right, stage number 2 is done here in Daytona. 30 laps completed, 33 to go,
he
and
come
the
in?
first caution
No.
of the race. I think we got to
Stays
wait
out.
for the pace car.
We do.
I think you gotta wait for the pace car.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
coming out. Pace car's coming out for him now.
Yeah, got to wait for that pace car to catch him, Dio.
That's Buzzy Mongol becomes the pace car. There he is. No, he won't.
Buzzy's going to get one of his laps back, ain't he? Well, I let him
Yeah.
know he's going to go for the free pass, a wave around. Yeah, you'll have to go for the wave around because he is 3 laps down.
Can you?
What was I going to say? Cofield should get his lap back. Jonathan Cofield should get back on the lead lap.
Mark Cofield. Mark.
Is it Mark? My apologies. Mark
yeah,
Cofield.
Mark.
Yes. All right, Mark.
Justin, can you? Can somebody manually drive the
Here he
pace
comes,
car?
actually.
Like
I
they-
wish.
Oh.
I'd be in there driving manually myself.
Oh well, they do in other series that I produce for road courses. They do it on road courses. You can actually have a manual safety car driver. We actually have 2 of them in another series that I do. Last night, actually, I have two drivers that manually drive the safety car if needed. Quite fun. I'm
So you
surprised.
see Mark Cofield, and Mark is behind Randy Nichols. Mark will get the free pass whenever, I guess, everything is thumbs up from scoring. And Justin says everything's A-OK. Then we'll see Mark bypass the pace car. He will get back on the lead lap. So this will put him back on the lead lap, not a lap down. Mark Cofield. That is the dad of Jonathan Cofield. And there he goes.
There he goes.
Yes, sir. We are going to take a break and take a go as well. We'll take an extended commercial break. Got to thank all of our partners. Liquid Death 69, Blue Lights, Stage 2 winner, and Stage 1 winner. Randy Nichols is leading. We'll be back from Daytona in a moment.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. a real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Here at Daytona, and pit stops are happening, and we just got the answer there. Justin White, Dean Hopton, the leader, is coming down pit road. Even though he pitted around lap 20, here he comes again.
Yep. So
I
he's
wonder
going
if
to
this
come
could
down.
be the money stop right here. What do you think?
It will be.
I think so. We're
Yeah.
halfway through. I don't think you'll see him come back down pit road. I think they're just trying to use up all their tires right now. And some of these guys try to get caught back up. See, Randy, he's already on and off pit road, 14.2 seconds. He's going to catch back up to the...
Anthony Harden jumping a lot of them in pit road right there. There he is. So he took a short pit stop there, gentlemen. So he gets past Johnson,
only 8.9
Caulfield.
seconds for fuel.
Yeah. That is very interesting to see how it's going to pan out for him on that
He
situation.
is that Harden, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Fuel
gambled.
only? This is accurate? Fuel only?
I'd say so. Unless it's close to just 2 tires, but he
I mean,
definitely
Justin,
did not
how
take
important are tires? How important are tires here on the road course?
I don't. That's a very good question. It's 90 degrees on the track temp right now, so it's. I think they're important. I think you're going to find out how important they are. We'll see real quick what happens.
Yeah.
Trying to manage some of these guys, getting them waved around here.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It's a gamble to pay, I guess, so he can scoot a couple of positions, but we'll have to see whether or not he gets that traction down that he needs when they're all re-racked, obviously, and restacked and ready to go for the
Correct.
shootout of essentially 30 or so laps till the end of the race, which we don't suspect that they have to come back down again to get fuel.
By the way, Cody Knott tonight, obviously starting the race. He's out, though, now, but he had career start number 466 for NASRA. The all-time leader is Raul Meza with 517. Adam Newton with 512. Robert Richards not here tonight. Cody Knott was. Let's see who other drivers are here in attendance. Justin White is here, but he's only calling the race and directing, but he has 349 career starts.
449. You got to count the 2 Cup Series before that, and all the areas controls I've done. We'll call 450.
You calling
Okay.
Wesley out on his stats? All right.
Well, I mean, I'm just going by what's on NASRA. Dean, come on, man. Career.
You between you and Wesley, Dean, you guys probably have 1,000, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
For what, broadcasts?
Yeah.
Oh, hell, I've lost count. I got 2 tenures, okay? Like, one was back from, like, the R Factor days, right? R Factor. And then when iRacing came out, I think I did it from, like, 2009, 10 to, like, 2013. And then I stopped for 7 years, and then COVID hit, and then I started back in March of 2020. And I ain't stopped since then, so.
Yeah, I started when iRacing, like, first 6 months, played for a couple months.
Like a
and then-
fossil.
Yeah, played for a couple months and then stopped, and then back in 2017 I fired it all back up, got back into it, and haven't stopped. So I mean, I'm working on 10 years of iRacing now, just alone, just since 2017.
Would you agree with me though, as we still have pit stops happening? And me and Dean were talking about this, I think yesterday, as a matter of fact. The cusp, the highlight, or the biggest part of iRacing was during COVID. And I don't want to say that it's lost its spark, but it's not as big as it used to be.
Oh, I think it lost a lot of its luster in 2020, and that's where everybody was the big spark.
Yep.
But I think that's where it lost a lot of its luster, because that's when you got a lot of gamer type people that come in, not actual iRacing people.
Right.
Guys who wanted to race. People who didn't add to the quality of service. And I think there's a few of those guys left in, but I think as we get further and further out of it, you'll start to see. I'm starting to see iRacing get a little bit better. There are peaks and valleys, though. You get peaks where it's fantastic racing, such as National Super Speedway last week. It was a phenomenal race. And then you'll have your valleys where you get a couple of weeks or a couple of months or just guys just driving like absolute idiots, So I think it comes and goes. I think it's getting better. I think before COVID was some of the best racing on the service. And then a lot of people have not experienced that. They don't know what that is, but I think it was some of the most intense, fun racing. Like setups were loose. They weren't tight. Now you get on here and setups are so tight. They're literally plowing. And when I say tight, you go into turn one and the thing wants to take off to the wall. It does not want to stick to the track. Drives me bananas. I'd rather have a much looser race car to handle than a tight race car. But hey, iRacing's changing with the times. They're adapting to more so the casual driver as the permanent driver. So. But as we get past COVID, I think things will change and the setups are starting to loosen up. For instance, the next gen, it's a loose race car. It's not a tight race car. This thing is loose and it does not handle very well. So it's fun to drive. It's a pain in the butt, but it's fun to drive.
It's esports in general.
You want to add anything to that, buddy? Go ahead. Yeah. What do you want to add to it, boss?
It's because it's it was also like, I was doing Formula One leagues and all that sort of stuff. They all just absolutely took off during COVID. Not just that, for other esports leagues and all that sort of stuff, because, obviously everybody was at home and stuff like that too. So that all exploded. And then a lot of those leagues all closed down after COVID, actually, because people just went back to work and all that sort of stuff, so they couldn't fill the grids. And as you said, and it was a similar thing in the Formula One too, because it was, the racing was really good. And then you got COVID too. You had a lot of people come in that just because, once again, they had nothing to do, or they were at home. So it exploded. You get a whole bunch of new people, and then as soon as it as soon as everybody kind of went back to work, it filters it back out to lower numbers and stuff like that, but more, once again, quality starts to improve as well. But that happened across everything, across the board. And I just think,
Gotcha.
of course, the numbers are now going to be as high as what they were peaking during COVID, but you got the dedicated, serious people in iRacing anyway, which is good. Filter out a lot of the kids, because the kids are in a lot of the esports stuff.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Oh, another lap. Justin's adding. Oh, we're waiting for the 11.
We were going to try to go green, but Drew was not going to get caught up, so we're going to add one more lap here.
Oh, a pit stop there for Anthony Harden. Sorry. So, why did he
Pit stop?
Why did he give up that track
He decided
position
to
now?
come in early. I think he's topping off. I think that's what he's doing.
Well, he topped off fuel last time. Is he going to take tires now?
I think there's a strategy here, though. Yeah, he's
taking tires now. There you go. I think he might have realized. Did he make a mistake there, you think, Justin, and didn't take the tires the first time around? And
I think he's trying to make up for it. Let me look. I got guys complaining. Hang on just a minute.
Once Justin,
Mustache Man done got somebody mad here.
Maybe we've got a quick second when Justin comes back. If we got
you want to take an ad break?
77 should have not pitted there. He should have not. Pit road is technically closed.
Oh, right. Uh-oh.
Okay.
You're in trouble,
Wow.
Anthony. You guys want to quickly chat to Randy because we still got half a track to go?
Nichols worse. Let's bring in Randy Nichols if we can real quick. I thought we were going to take a commercial, but we're not.
Good point. Good point. Let's bring him in real quick. We got just a minute.
Bring in Randy. We were kind of just kind of what do you call it? We were kind of just rambling to fill in time. Randy, getting ready for a restart, buddy. But what a dominant day for you, man! Liquid Death. Do you like that drink? And stage 1-2 winner.
I appreciate it. Liquid Death's delicious and tasty and keeps me hydrated.
There you go. Wow. Do you know that you learn something new every day? And today I just found out about Liquid Death. I didn't know what the hell it was. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, really? Yeah, man.
I'm serious.
It's pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. They got a new energy drink. It's not like it doesn't have a lot of caffeine in it, but it's pretty good.
Well, doing pretty good as yourself here tonight. What you think of the race car here at Daytona, and why so much criticism, you think?
I think it's just because the track is so big and we don't have a whole lot of cars, and it's just so spread out. But it's pretty challenging with this car. It does not like to stop and not lock up the tires, and then with these giant curves, it just starts kind of unsettling the car and bouncing it around, and it's challenging, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. But it's just it's a long race. I'm ready to get this over with.
Haters gonna hate, but he's doing good though. Justin, you got anything for when we come back to green?
Nope. I just hear a lot of complaints about the setup, but you just kind of filled it all in there for me. It's it's not an easy setup, but did you practice any this week?
Oh yeah, I mean, I put in some laps just trying to figure out the braking and everything, and I didn't want to come in here and make an ass of myself. And
so you found the setup, and you kind of figure we're going to run the NASCAR road. I mean, that's kind of obvious. So just making sure. 10-4.
Yeah, I just ran the regular NASCAR road and messed with the brakes. So
there you go.
So are you trying to say, Randy, in a very nice way, that these guys are hating, or they're just hating because they didn't take the time to practice? They can't just get in the sim and go out here and do it, and that's the reason why they're having the drive that they're having, basically.
I don't know. I think they just don't like road course racing, and I won the 24-hour this year, so I love it. I'm having fun.
There you go.
10-4. All right, appreciate it, Randy.
Thank you.
Get back at it.
Thank you, buddy. Randy Nichols on the cusp of trying to be the all-time winner of the series with 4 this year. Joined teammate for Blue Lights, Ryan Johnson, who, by the way, won last week, punched his ticket
Green.
to the Elite 12 semifinal. Back to green, under 30 to go here at the Daytona Beach Road Course. We're back underway.
Back underway, roughly about 2 minutes a lap. This thing should be done in about 30 minutes. No, sorry, another hour. I doubt an hour. I think we'll be down well under that. These guys are going to start laying down some quick lap times as Randy Nichols is absolutely just putting on a clinic as he takes the lead back into the International Horseshoe. Tristan Bruce all over his tail. I think Tristan's going to have to apply the pressure to make him make a mistake.
Yeah, he has to. Because I think they're aware if Randy's going up the road, he's gone. You're not catching him. So this is the time that you have to be pouncing immediately. You're going to have to, if you're T. Bruce, be risky. Of course, still cold tires, but brake a little later than what you might usually do there. Not completely do a dive bomb there, but try to keep him very honest there. But the action's starting to brew up in the back here too. You got Caulfield, you got Diebold, you got Peyton Johnson, Burlington. That's where it's... So far, hats off to these drivers as well. Till that race restart, everybody's done pretty good. I think Buzzy just might have gone off a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Do you think, Justin, that they're hanging back? They're ready to throw something out here now and unveil it at the end?
No. I think you're either up here at the front going for this thing or you're not. You got to take your pick. I think right now the cream of the crop's at the front. Your top 3, top 4 are the guys who are going to walk away with this thing and show, stretch it out. Look at Randy. He's already got almost a second and a half lead over second place Tristan Bruce already. So I mean, he's stretched. He's showing his muscle. He goes, y'all want to win this race, you got to beat me.
Listen to him coming out of the NASCAR chicane. Going off turn 4. Summer coming out pit road. Anthony Hardy on pit road again. Is he penalized or something?
Yeah, he pitted under a delayed, which is no. So he just has to do a pass through. And now that he's done his pass through, his penalty is now cleared.
Oh, you can see how much slippery they are when they put on the power. I think you're right.
Yeah, does anybody got anything for Mr. Randy Nichols, man? So. That's the question.
I don't think so. I really don't. I think they're all fighting for second place right now.
I'm surprised that MDW is not loving these in this series, isn't he? The road courses.
I know. Where is MDW at? We need him. Where is he at?
Yeah. He would certainly, I think, give Randy a run for his money. But we don't know how good he is in these Cup cars. But we know he's blisteringly quick in GT3s.
Yeah, Matthew David Wood yesterday became the all-time winner of NASRA. Yesterday, his 50th career win. How about that? Bypassed Keith Bradley.
I think if Keith Bradley was in here, I think MDW would still be sitting in second place. I think Keith has got it. I think Keith's just fast enough to hand him and keep MDW on his toes.
And another one is Colin Weatherholt. I never see Colin anymore.
No, he raced on
maybe
Monday.
Friday night. That's it. Maybe I think it's yeah.
No, Monday he raced on Monday, and then he was regulated to the Friday series because he was just getting to a point to where it just he was dominating.
He really was.
No offense to Colin, he's a great race car driver, but Mondays is more of a laid back, let's have some fun. Fridays is more serious.
Well, the concerns of police survivors Friday, that's right, upcoming as well too this Friday. The series, so please tune in on that one. Randy sets the fastest lap on that last lap too, so save the best for last-ish, 154.13. So he wants to take home everything here this evening, I think, fastest lap, put it on pole, sweep all the stages. That's the only thing you could take away from him in this race at the moment would be the fastest lap if you're any of the other drivers.
No, that's all you can do.
Well,
I still think we might see a nice little battle brewing between T. Bruce and Ryan Johnson for the battle for P2. Between those two drivers, they're down to about shy of a second between them. So I want to see how this pans out here between Roger Dobold and Peyton Johnson before I switch it back up there. There's traffic there too already.
Looks like these guys, like I said, they've all got kind of wound back up, but Randy is just absolutely, he just 154 on his lap time. He definitely has sat down and run some practice laps here. He kind of knew this is what it was going to be, and he just knew. I mean, he sat down at the simulator and put in the time, and it's clearly paying off for him right now.
Closing in on 25 to go as Peyton Johnson now trying to run down Ryan Johnson, and he's trying to hold off Cofield and Diebold.
Oh, be careful, Diebold. Oh, that would be a
nice
high-speed accident there.
Man.
I think that battle is between for second and second, third, and then fourth, fifth, and sixth on its own. That's where the battles are.
Yep.
I think Randy's in his own zip code. He's like the Max Verstappen of
NASRA Cup Series.
The NASRA Cup Series on the road. I mean, he sits out there, and everybody else is fighting for the crumbs.
Max Verstappen missed out by 1 point in the championship last season. He fought back.
I know what he was when he was dominating a couple years ago. Same thing goes for.
Oh, he still dominated. He dominated the end of the season. He just didn't have a very good start to the season. So. Not bad.
Foot chiming in. He says, I'm looking to go back to back. Obviously, he won Daytona last Friday night. Dean, you were in the production for that race. Man, I saw the highlights of what a wild finish that was. Probably one of the craziest finishes ever of NASRA history last Friday night.
Yes, sir.
200-something incidents between the whole field.
I got to try to remember it. I've done 20, 30 broadcasts since then. A week is a long time in iRacing world for me, mate.
I think they had 200 total incidents between everybody, which is crazy.
Brandon Broadfoot and another guy, they got together. They come across the line. One drove through the grass. Brandon Broadfoot, I think, was sideways or in the wrong direction when he crossed the line and ended up winning the race. Poor Dean. Justin, this is why I have the memory. You remember now? You gonna add any more to it? Is it?
No, it's still a little bit sketchy. I do 3 of these a day, my friend. You know that? 3 a day.
I know. So do I. But I mean,
well, you do real life sports. So. Oh, close.
Daytona, that towing, that was crazy finish, man. I saw the highlights of it. I was like, holy cow, coming to the checkered flag. And
wow. So rude. I'll make you remember Friday. Okay. Whoa, a little bumping. Oh, be careful on the exit there, Caulfield. That's what happens. You put the power down. These machines are not designed, as you know, for road courses, essentially, because, they're slow gear ratios, essentially made for top speed, aren't they? So you're not meant to be. You're not meant to be braking in cup cars. You're meant to only just keep it pedal to the metal, mate, and just
pedal to the metal. Exactly.
Lifting occasionally. That's about it. Maybe just downshifting sometimes on some tracks, but most of the time it's just flat out.
Yeah, I'm looking at the finish of the race now, and Montgomery was airborne, flying through the air. Osborne tried to win. Justin, you were in it, weren't you?
Nope, I was not.
You were not? Okay. Never mind.
No,
I think Justin was on Mondays.
On Fridays quite regularly, and then I finally, it was too much, and went through some life changes, and Fridays become a back burner.
Friday's date night?
No, Friday was just survival night.
I got you. Well, it looked like Broadfoot got broadsided by Montgomery in the 24. And in the process, Osborne drove down below the grass to try to win in front of Curtis Banks, I think it is. And Broadfoot ended up winning the race. It was a crazy finish.
T. Bruce put an absolute.
His second win in NASRA, I think.
Yeah.
He won the
Second win.
Cup
He won his
Series.
first one. His first one was with you. Remember?
Yes, he was.
Last race in December at Talladega.
Yes, sir.
I think at the moment, too, on this last lap before that, Randy made a little bit of a mistake, too. He did a 55.2, but a 54.6. You can see T. Bruce, one of the fastest drivers on the track currently at the moment, and look how close he is. He's down to shy of 2 seconds.
Mad at Dean does 30-something broadcasts a day, and he's got, of course, what was the other? Yeah, well, besides iRacing, what was the other one you told me about? Rollerball?
Yeah, Rocket League sometimes.
Rocket League. There you go, Rocket League, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
whatever the hell that is. I ain't never heard of Rocket League.
You get Rocket League,
yeah.
You'll have about 300 people watching live. Rocket League, so it's a lot more popular. And they do their major competitions. They have tens of thousands.
Justin, you do Rocket League? You heard of it? You do Rocket
I've heard of it. I've played it a couple of times.
Car
It is
soccer.
not my thing. I'd rather iRace.
I mean, what is it, like a car with a ball, basically?
Yeah.
Like arcade?
Yeah, and you can flip upside down, and you got boosts and stuff like that. Yeah, and then it's a soccer.
Oh, I gotta wonder if the new iRacing arcade is to try to compete against Rocket League.
No, they're completely separate. Rocket League's not even in. It's just got cars in it, but you don't fuel up or anything like that. You're just playing soccer, really. But it's massively popular because it's free, and there's thousands of competitions. It's one of the biggest esports competitions they have. They fill out those arenas and stuff like that. It's huge. And believe it or not, it's not just all young people as well, too. There's a lot of actually old people that do that sort of stuff. But it's fun because it's short and sweet, It's 3-minute matches and things like that. They go to overtime. But it's fun. It's fun to commentate.
Yes, sir. And the laps are winding down, by the way. 23 to go.
So there's two closest battles. So you got Tony Burlington and Mark Caulfield. It was looking like T. Bruce was putting the hammer down for a bit there, but he's just dropped off the pace a little bit. It's 2.3 to Randy in the lead. T. Bruce would have to put in, I think, he'd have to put in constant flat 54s. 1 minute 54s flat, or 53s. Late 53s. Every single lap with 20-something, 23 laps to go to bring it to Randy at this point. Of course, the biggest problem, as you know, when you're pushing, trying to do your qualifying, your best laps every single lap, you're just inevitably also increasing the odds that you might make a mistake. And surrender that.
Be careful there.
P2.
You definitely don't want to make a mistake. You just kind of want to get to the end here. Randy's going to have to deal with a little bit of live traffic. And Brandon New,
that's true. And there's an
looks like Randy and Tristan almost matching lap times too. So
I think you're about to lose Justin White to fall asleep soon. He's getting really tired.
Yeah, it's been on. I've been up since 3:30, boys. I am exhausted. So
busy man, you're a busy guy in your life.
My energy is coming down slowly.
You know what you need, my friend? You need liquid death.
I need a can of liquid death. Where's Randy at? Where's his trailer? I'll go find his trailer and go steal a can.
Here we go. So he's got the lap traffic coming up at the moment. This is obviously the biggest faults, problems potentially for the drivers that they have to worry about. It shouldn't be. We're going to get him on the straightaway here. No problems. Well, the curve straight away as he zooms on by. It says thank you very much. Don't want to be approaching the traffic in the corners, as you know that they're going to do their best probably to try to move out of the way and let you pass. But it's always a frightening experience for when you dominated a race. Like
you get taken out of the end.
Yeah, I've seen it multiple times in road courses actually over the years. That somebody sometimes gets out of the way and then
the last lap.
Yep.
I would be PO'd. I'm a broadcaster, but if I was on the track and I'd be hot. Yes, sir.
The worst time it happened one time was somebody was it was in a road course, and once again I think it's GT3s or open wheels or something, and they went off the track to on a straightaway actually to move out of the way for the race leader. But when they got onto the grass, the rear spun and then went around and actually took out P2. It was actually not the race leader at the time that was running behind him. completely destroyed their race. But they were trying to do the right thing. They were trying to get out of the way. There's Johnson in the background. I would have thought that the Tiny Horse had the speed earlier to catch up with T. Bruce, but T. Bruce has just laid the hammer down. I think he really wants
B Squared 2023. Brandon Broadfoot says, "I'll make you remember."
Yeah.
Friday in the ATL thing. Oh my God, how rude!
I'll watch the. I'll actually go.
Is he calling his shot? Is he calling his
He said,
shot?
"I'm gonna make you. I'll make you remember Friday." Yes, sir. He's calling his shot, coming in hot.
I'll watch the. We'll watch the end of the race actually before that broadcast to refresh my memory. There's Josh Rodriguez up into these pit box.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Montgomery crashing into the 22 and Osborne holding off Banks below the double yellow line on the grass, coming to the finish line, and Brandon Broadfoot in reverse almost, it looked like, crashing into the wall, and he ended up winning the race. I mean, come on. You know.
It's too much for me to remember.
Yeah. Don't forget, we got another broadcast here in about, 6 hours or so.
I don't even remember what happened last week in that one, too.
Well, last week we had a repeat winner, and it was the driver of, Keith Hackney from Georgia.
Oh, really? Oh, yes.
Yeah, he won Daytona. He won the trucks. He's kind of trying to do what Tyler Reddick's doing.
Justin, you'll be proud of that one. In this Australian NASCAR series, we got 2 American drivers in there that are doing fantastic, actually.
They get their asses out of bed, Justin, at 3:30 in the morning, just like I do. Thank goodness daylight saving time will let me sleep for another hour. And then Australia will have a savings time in a few weeks or a month from now, and then I can actually stay up, I can actually get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, but right now, Justin, I get up at like 3:30, 3:45 in the morning to be ready for a 4 o'clock broadcast, and we have some Americans that do it too, but they are from Georgia and South Carolina, and they're beating the Aussies right now. So.
Yep. I would love to
You sound just like me. I get up at 3:30 in the morning to go work out every single morning.
I would love to actually invite the Aussies to come into the NASRA series and race, but unfortunately,
I would love to have like an American versus Australia.
Yeah, we spoke about that last year, I think.
East versus West.
Australia versus like USA in like a special one-time event.
Yes, sir.
Has to be on a weekend.
Maybe in the Cup Cars. Maybe Justin needs to be the promoter for it.
Yeah.
Like a one-off event.
One off. I got enough to deal with right now.
Just don't want to get beaten by all the Aussies, huh? I see. All right.
Hey, you know what? I might skip working out once a week just to come show you Aussies how to drive an American race car.
Yeah, right.
Okay. You'll get up and get out of bed and do it.
He hasn't seen Brad Newman behind the wheel, has he? Or
he's seen Brad Newman or Jared Fieldsail or Matt Danson or the Barbers.
ex-Aussie, ex-Aussie Coca-Cola esports drivers.
He's Hackney, Dave Algie and Zach. Yeah. Oh, wow.
20 to go.
Justin might be able to run with him, though, man. He might be able to hang with him.
Actually would. I think a lot of these NASRA guys are able to hang with him, for sure. MDW, T. Bruce, Thad Johnson, Randy, many. Of course, all the ones in Cesar's Police Survivor Series, DSL. Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Justin.
Hey, we're under 20 to go. Isn't that the Premier Racing Setups under 20
yes,
to go
sir.
moment?
Yeah, they got a new commercial. We want to show them some love, because supposedly they said we don't mention them enough, but I could have swore I've done it for God knows how long. But, yeah, Premier Racing Setups, for thanks to them for 20 to go, and we'll go side by side for just a moment. They've got a brand new ad. There it is. So we appreciate Premier Racing Setups and all that they do. Me and Andrew Navarro got to talk because it sounds like you've been picking on my boy Jacob Reeves. I know people, Justin. So me and Andrew might have to have a combo with each other here.
That's fair.
And we think Premier
we
Racing
want to say
Setups.
thank you, Premier Racing Setups, though. Yeah, but
been
great
sponsoring
save
the series for NASRA for a long time now, so we thank them for once
They
again.
really have, yeah.
Yep.
They really have, and supposedly even the vice president and active operations man of NASRA, Cody Dodd, said, "Well, they feel like they ain't got promoted enough." I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking about?
I think that was probably about 2 years ago now, Wesley. I think. I mean, they haven't had any problems since. And they keep signing up with us, so we appreciate it.
We're glad. Me and Andrew's still going to talk though. We got beef. Leave my boy. You got we got beef jingle.
No, that's Jacob. Man. Nope. That's copyright to Jacob. That's copyright to.
He said he'd give it to me. He said he would give it to me. Damn it! Well, here's my beef.
There's your beef.
Keeping an eye on these. Slowly. I don't know. T. Bruce and Ryan Johnson have practically been exchanging similar lap times between them. So I don't think anybody's got an answer at the moment for Randy, as we suspected.
No, I think Randy, he's been setting the fastest lap after lap after lap. I've been watching his lap times, watching him consistently race, and he's got it down. He's got it down pat.
All right,
Justin, what's to come for the new Cup Series when we get fired up for Season 3? When are you going to fire it back up? Is it going to be like right before the summer, take off for a month or two? What's the plan?
Maybe do this once a year. This is a very daunting task on me. Trying to get all this kind of set up and rolling and whatnot. I may end up having to do some movements and such. So, out of my apartment into a house, I'm working on some details, trying to get that all sorted out now. But during the summertime, that'll definitely be something I need to do. And but we might start it up before then. I need once we get done, I think we got 5 races left. 1, 3, 4, 5 races. Yeah, I'm going to need at least at least a 10-week break. I need a little time because I got kids going, trying to do the 50-50 thing with the, and it's just a lot going on. So
I'll just do like you did this year. Start it back up in September.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at
it.
September.
Right after Labor Day, do it once a year.
That's what I would do. Seriously, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but maybe just fire it up after Labor Day. And if you want to do some off-the-cuff NASRA Cup events or whatever, or NASRA specials, maybe try to put together a Wednesday night race with IndyCar or Formula One or, maybe
not Formula One,
or something
not
like
Formula
that.
One and iRacing. No, it's too difficult to drive now. But anything else, IndyCar maybe. I don't know. Let Justin make that decision.
The 8 supercar, maybe. I mean,
it's a different. It's a different beast, absolutely. I'd say probably the supercars maybe so the closest things that a lot of the drivers at NASRA could probably switch into. Okay, well that Indy, but it is a different beast to handle. Tell you what, there might have been a little bit of a mistake happen here at the moment, as we're seeing this nice battle brewing between Tony Burleson and Mark Caulfield, but the gap there between Ryan Johnson and T. Bruce is now down to about a second. So Ryan Johnson's been putting in the laps here. Caulfield goes into pit road.
Here he comes.
It looks a bit damaged on that too. If you can see that there, Justin. Car looks like it's a little lifted, isn't it, on that front left?
On the 57, yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of damage on the front.
Yep. But here's the tiny horse. Look at this. So we've got a bit of a bump.
Yeah. Johnson's actually, he's still 10 seconds back to Nichols, but he actually is he's closing the deficit, if you will.
To, at least to T. Bruce, isn't it? There could be a nice battle between these two drivers.
He's at least going to have Tristan Bruce for second, yeah.
I just wonder if T. Bruce made a little bit of a mistake. Well, he's still putting this 56 in there. That's the last 5 laps. That'll be interesting. You can throw a spanner in the mix right now there, Mr. Race Control Justin White. Just chuck a yellow. Just chuck a caution in there. Just throw these drivers off, mate. Re-rack and restack
they would absolutely have me hung on a cross. they pitchforks out.
That would be the end of our buddy.
But this is absolute concentration that you need at these drivers, because they've got to be picture perfect. They cannot make a slight mistake here at this level, certainly if you want to be catching. Ryan Johnson wants to catch T. Bruce right now. He's got to make everything perfect here. Same thing of T. Bruce. If he wants to keep Ryan Johnson behind him, he's got to be ultimately perfect. This is the closest, one of the closest battles they're going to have for that P2 position. Once again, I think both these drivers are going to just accept the fact that they're not going to get Randy anytime soon. He's 9 seconds up the road. You can see him there, just exiting the corner up there. But these drivers, this is it. And T. Bruce is starting to feel a little bit of pressure there now from Ryan Johnson, unless he's just playing with his food, bringing him back in there for a bit of fun.
the way, big thanks to 49 North Collision. Of course, they are located in Burlington, North Carolina. Just every time I go up the road up 4085, but they're right there. Thanks again for all of your vehicle collision needs. They can fix your vehicle, make it look brand new.
We need a bit of
Give you great
Australia.
estimates. 49 North Collision. Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of a slide coming out of the corner there too from T-Bruce.
They sponsor the race today, and they also sponsor post-race interviews in Victory Lane. And we want to say thank you, as always, to Florida Cabinet Distributors for sponsoring the Cup Series. So, yeah.
So,
I think Tristan is having to push a little harder here because Ryan Johnson is literally on his tail, on his heels. One mistake by Tristan, and Ryan will be there.
Yep. Just wondering, we'll follow here for a little bit, a couple of laps as the closest battle, just to see where some little mistakes are creeping in from T. Bruce here that somehow Ryan Johnson is finding. That's one thing that I always say is the advantage about being the driver that's chasing somebody is that you've had these, Ryan Johnson's had enough of these laps now to sit there and watch what T. Bruce is doing, how he's approaching the corners, how he's approaching the exits, if he's hitting those chicanes. It's studying him constantly. Of course, the difficult part is, as you know from T. Bruce, he got nobody to study but himself. He's the one that's got to be setting it. You see that slight little mistake he had too coming in there.
Yep.
And now that slipstream's going to come into effect now from Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, Ryan is all over the rear end of Tristan here, pushing the limit, saying, "Hey, Tristan, hi, I'm here."
15 to go too. He's got time. He's got time. He doesn't need to rush it here for Ryan Johnson. They got traffic up the road here, so they both need to navigate that as quickly as possible. Sure, T. Bruce does not want to be hindered on that one. Yeah, plenty of time to go, so I don't think Ryan needs to do anything too drastic just yet. But trust me, when you get down to about 3 to go, you wouldn't be surprised if you don't see a little mistake. Speaking of mistakes, Randy has made a little off track, but only for about a second, so that's not too bad. He's still 7 seconds up the road. There's Buzzy Mongol that they'll be approaching now.
I think Tristan is faster in the first part of the track, and then Ryan's quicker from like NASCAR 1 back all the way to turn 1.
Yep, look out right on that one. There's Buzzy moving out of the way. Thank you, Buzz. Not always nice, of course, to let cars lap you, but hey, if they're racing at this level where every millisecond counts, it's a good thing to get out of the way. Drew's had a little off track.
We're down to the final 15 remaining. 15 laps left to go. Should be done just before, just after 11 o'clock? We think about 11:05?
Yep, just right after 11.
There's
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
There's your gap as well, too, so that T-Bruce
Ain't going to
has
be no more
opened it up a
caution
bit.
flags, I can tell you that.
Nope, unless somebody just bounds it up, there definitely will be no more caution flags. The lap right here is like 4 minutes under caution, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Caulfield's
That
in.
reminds me of Road America.
Why's Caulfield coming in?
Caulfield's on pit road?
Yeah.
Wow.
Has he got damage?
Doesn't look like
Unscheduled, maybe?
it. When's the last time he came down? Jonathan Coulthill's done 17 laps. Diebold's in. Are we seeing that these drivers don't have enough to go to the end, potentially there?
I'm thinking they're
Justin.
not going to have enough fuel.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're going to run out of fuel.
These guys are on the same similar laps that everybody else is, as you can see. They've done 17. They did 17 laps coming up to this one, so
Yeah,
they've
Cofield
jumped
just
in.
took tires right there.
Yep. Wow.
I'm thinking they're going to run out of fuel. I'm thinking
think you
they're
might
pitting
be
early
right.
they're pitting early for the fuel strategy.
If you got 14 laps to go, then I don't think that they're going to be able to stretch this one. They've done 17 laps, these drivers at the moment, close to 18 laps. Yep. Well, we'd be seeing the money stop, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm surprised. Will we see Nichols come back down pit road as well, right? I mean, he came down pit road on lap 32 amongst everybody else in the top 5 of
Anthony's
Bruce,
had a mistake.
Johnson, and Johnson. And now we got Anthony Hardin going around, the last car on the lead lap in 10th, spinning.
Did he just come out of pit road too? No.
No.
Nope.
Now just diving hard into turn one, locked him up. Already got
Yep.
the brake rotors on the thing there, Justin. Wow.
Yep,
There you go.
they're glowing. Yep, he just turned it around.
Well, we'll wait to see what Randy's going to do and what T. Bruce and Ryan Johnson. Now, this could be, oh, geez, you'd think about whether or not you'd be thinking about an undercut, wouldn't it? Potentially. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what they're thinking is they're going to undercut it.
Ryan's in. So,
Yep, so
Here
they're
he
definitely
comes.
short on fuel.
yep. Now, this will be crucial, isn't it, for T. Bruce and Randy to make sure that they run some absolute banker laps here, especially for T. Bruce being about 2 seconds away there from Ryan Johnson. He's got to concentrate and put fast laps in here, especially if he's running on empty. That's when your car's its lightest.
Oh, yeah, it's when it's definitely loudest.
Peyton's in.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Tristan or Randy here next lap.
Yep, I think you might be right on that one. They'll hear the call as well, too, aren't they, from their engineer to say that these other that Ryan Johnson, Caulfield, and all that went into pit road. So you've got to cover them off somehow for the undercut, potentially. I don't think Randy has to worry too much about it, but I think T. Bruce is the one that's probably going to be more concerned about how that pit stop went with Ryan Johnson if he has to come back down.
Yeah, I agree. A little bit of a strategy play here. Definitely not going to have enough fuel, so these guys are going to have to pit and figure it out.
But when do you think they're going to come in here, Justin? About lap 40, maybe?
Yeah, I see Randy and Tristan.
I'm sorry, not
coming
lap
on.
40. My bad. I mean, about
you're fine.
lap 50, 55 is.
Yeah,
what
I
was
see
gonna say
Randy
here.
and Tristan coming on in the next few next lap, or easily they have to.
There you go. Keep an eye on that liquid death. 69. He's dominated it all day.
This will be
Randy
interesting
Nichols
now.
looking to be the all-time winner at Blue Lights Racing.
Will it be
both
Fox?
cars.
No, stays
20
out.
Johnson, no, he stays out.
What about T. Bruce?
Stays out one more time. Looks like maybe Tristan's going to come this time. Maybe we'll see.
Yep, T. Bruce is in. There it is.
Yep.
So, oh, this is when you don't want to be speeding in pit lane.
Randy Nichols, if he wins this race, he'll become the all-time winner of the season with 4 wins this year. He is tied right now with his teammate Ryan Johnson, who is the points leader and the only driver
That's right.
that has punched their ticket into the Elite 12 semifinals. He did it last week at the Nashville Super Speedway. Speaking of
car's
Ryan
gonna
Johnson,
be out of the way.
here he comes.
Yeah. T. Bruce is in pit road. T. Bruce is exiting pit road right now. Ryan Johnson's on
Looks
flat out.
Tristan Bruce took Peyton Johnson. Tristan Bruce took gas only.
Wow.
Yep. I think it's too close, isn't it, to possibly take tires with 12 to go.
I don't think
here.
there's an issue with tires. I think it's fuel.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. I don't think there's any need to go and
Ryan.
get tires. It's only fuel only. Yeah.
Yep.
That's T. Bruce
Some
up
of these
the
guys
road.
are taking tires. They're taking a chance.
So, the undercut hasn't really paid off for Ryan Johnson. We'll have a look at It's about 3 second gap actually between them. So, it has worked out for T. Bruce. He has covered off the undercut from Ryan Johnson. I think that also will mean that Randy should be able to definitely be safe from T. Bruce, pending, of course, he doesn't make a mistake in the pit lane.
Laps winding down, closing in on 11 to go. Will Nichols come in this time by? Here he comes into the NASCAR chicane.
You have to do
The
fuel saving,
survey
don't you?
says no.
No. Wow. And
Because now, if I'm remembering, Justin, if you're committing to come to pit road, you can skip the chicane, right? Can't you drop down to the inside of the racetrack and
No, I think
drop
you gotta
below
take-
the
I
apron to
think you
come to
have
pit road?
I think you have to take the chicane and then come to pit road.
Okay,
Yeah.
you still have to. Well, yeah, but he ain't stopping yet.
yeah, him and Tony, you see 19 laps that they've done, 20 now. So that's definitely running on fuel vapes. I mean, you could fuel save, but you'd have to start turning the car engine off. And that 35-second gap that he has, I mean, that would be a massive fuel save, I imagine, if he could do 11 laps on it. But then again, he's got that 34-second gap, so if he could afford to drop at like one to almost 2 seconds a lap by fuel saving if he wanted to stretch it to the end.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time if he wanted to try to stretch it. I don't know if he will or not. We're going to find out here this time.
A big
this
risk,
time
isn't
around.
it,
I mean,
mate?
we got 11 to go. He's probably thinking about 10 to go to come down pit road.
Roger Diebold.
They
there,
will
Aaron
be
Tony.
reaching 10 remaining coming up as we approach also the 11 o'clock hour and the home stretch here for the Daytona Road Course playoff event for the NASRA Cup Series.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Well, we're glad you're joining us, and welcome back to coverage of the NASRA Cup Series, presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. Tonight, it is... look
Wow,
out!
Johnson!
Oh, Ryan Johnson almost front nose into the safer barrier on the back straightaway bus stop exit, Justin. Oh, man, that could have been bad.
He was on cold tires too, so that could play a contributing factor as he comes to watch him come through the bus stop here. Gets through turn, the first part of it, hits, watch the bumps, hits that curb, and there she went, and bink, just barely touched it.
I think it was that pressure, wasn't it? Because
Caulfield
Caulfield
watching it, yeah.
Caulfield was drawing him in. I was actually surprised that Caulfield was right on the back there of Ryan Johnson after those pit stops. Remember, Caulfield did go in actually a lap or so earlier than what Ryan Johnson did. So that pressure all of a sudden forced Ryan into a mistake. Caulfield says, I'll take that P3, thank you very much. Tony's in for the last driver, I think, that's been, actually, apart from our race leader, that's been out there for 21 laps on that set of fuel, a tank of fuel there, plus tires. We're still waiting for Randy to come in.
I think
you gotta love it
at some point.
He's got to come down pit road, guys. I was thinking about lap 55, and that's lap 50. That's what, in another lap and a half? I mean, so.
Yep.
We don't know how much more he's saving. And guys, we haven't really been, per se, following him. We don't know. He might be cutting the car off and conserving fuel, too.
No, he's not. Not with the five
okay.
fastest laps there at the moment. Yeah, he's 57 club, him and Caulfield, actually, so. No, not in this time either.
There is no idea of knowing
when Randy will be.
He will stop
boxing.
Stop going. Oh, I think the only person that caught that was the theater man. Me and Dean.
Done that play in the theater a couple of times as well too.
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yep, certainly have. I don't know if Randy might. By 30-second gap, if he just says, you know what, let's have some fun. Let's see if I could just stretch this fuel tank to the end. But
Surprises all here.
Certainly not at the laps that he's doing currently. Let's have a look at the last laps, and there it is as well too. So he's not in the top fastest five for the last lap itself. So perhaps, but then again, if you just listen to the car, it's not really. Oh. Is he really on the gas? He's very gingerly on the throttle when he exit there, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's taking it easy.
Yeah, he ain't lifted, is he?
Almost 200 miles an hour.
Oh.
He upshifted a bit there. But nope, there's no.
Best thing of wind is he come down pit road.
Right.
Well, we'll find out in a second because The pit lane entrance is right there. Once you go through the chicane, and yes, he is. There
now
it
he's
is.
finally down pit road. Let's see where this all kind of shakes out.
Told you. Did I say lap 55? What did I say, Justin? What did I say?
did.
Woo! On pit road, money stopping. The man's out in his own little world. By the way, interval almost 30 seconds. This to Tristan Bruce. This guy could come down pit road, jump out, have a chicken sandwich with the crew chief if he wanted to, climb back in and get right back on the track and still be in the lead. And if you remember the quote about the chicken sandwich, that was from Talladega Nights.
All right. You see on the track map up in the moment, there's the number 1. That's him, the green one. The number 2 is Tristan Bruce. As you can see, T. Bruce coming down into turn 1 now. So, and there it is. So, bingo.
Maybe not by much, though. Here comes Tristan Bruce.
T. Bruce, you just see him in the background there.
Maybe not much. He's got about a 7-second lead. But, yeah, I mean, that's a good feeling, though, Justin, to dominate everybody. You know, wag the tail on the dog, whip the tail on the dog, as they say, right? Take them behind the woodshed, and you can literally dominate, come down pit road, do what you got to do, get back out there, and you're still ahead of everybody.
Yep, he's absolutely just taking them to clinic right now. He's just showing them exactly how to get this done.
Taking them to the candy shop. And
under 10 remaining, by the way, 8 to go. Yeah.
So this is it. So now you're going to basically be penciling in. You should be penciling in Randy in this one almost right now. He was already looking good going to this one anyway, right? Because he was right on the cusp up there, but 22 points ahead of the rest. So Cherry, unfortunately, as you said, had personal issues. He did come into the session, but you said he had to leave. But he might still be safe on the cusp there for Matt Cherry.
Yeah, I think he might be right. He's pretty close.
Justin, how wild do you think we're going to see the race at Vegas next Wednesday night, buddy?
Oh, you're going to see some of these guys just absolutely go all out trying to win the thing. You're going to see some crazy strategy. I think it's going to be one of the most exciting races of the season.
Here you go. Put it in your calendar. That'll be coming up next Wednesday night, March the 11th, the Gen 6 car.
There you go.
The final race in the round of 20 onto the semifinal rounds of the round of 12 will begin on March 18th at Darlington. Short track racing at Richmond, Talladega. The next gen car, by the way, Richmond, Talladega, and Auto Club for the finale. All in the next gen for the finish.
Got to pick your brain there, Justin and Wesley. Who's been the most dominant driver in the Gen 6 cars this season?
Ooh. I know Tristan Bruce struggles in the Gen 4s. I would say...
In the Gen 6 car?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen 6 car.
Where we going next? Who's going to benefit the most, at least? Who's got the best record, let's say, with who loves those Gen 6s that does
There's
quite
a tie. Can I throw this out here, Justin? I think it's a tie between Ryan Johnson and Jonathan Cofield.
I agree with that. Yes, I completely agree with that.
Well, that'll be interesting. But, well, we know that Ryan Johnson doesn't need to get a win, because he's already locked in. But let's have a look at their standings again too, and have a look where Caulfield is. So there it is. So Caulfield, he certainly would love to have that win.
Remember, if you're Jeffrey Johnson or Diebold or Knott or Harding or any of these other guys below the red line, if you still win, let them know, Justin. If you still win, you bump up behind Johnson. I mean, you're there. You know.
You do.
That's one of the things I loved about the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I loved about the playoffs, but I also despise, and I think a lot of people despise, because it's like, well, a guy that's in the number 18 seed just come and beat me, and he's going to the championship. Well, that's what made the race make what it was. That's the format you agreed to. But with that being said, I mean, it can happen in the NASRA Cup Series as well.
Oh, it for sure can happen in the NASRA Cup Series. You know, with this playoff format the way it is, I mean, this is exactly what can happen. You can be, sitting way outside the playoffs, 20th place, win, and you move on to the next round, knocking one of the good drivers out.
There you go.
And sometimes that's where teammates can help out too, because we've seen it before, where a teammate might say, for example, if Ryan Johnson's already in it and he's got a teammate that's not necessarily in it, he can just basically maybe say, okay, I'm going to yield the lead to you, and you win the race so that you're in, and lock yourself in with me into that. That's what you can also do as well too. You can help your teammates out as much as possible if you're in.
Correct. That's it.
So if that's the case, is that the case if you miss the race if you miss a race in the round out there? Question in the chat from Brandon Broadfoot.
Yeah, if you miss a race and you pay for it, I mean, you can still make it, but you got to win.
You gotta literally pay to continue to race, but you have to win the race to go to the next round. Bottom line, basically.
Correct. You got a choice. It's going to be almost impossible to make it otherwise.
There you go. 5 to go, by the way.
Yeah, Roger Dalbo got past Ryan Johnson now, so Ryan Johnson's dropped back another spot here. Let's have a look. He might have made a mistake because you saw that before. There he is. He's had a lock up, and that's allowed Dobol through. So things, unfortunately, just aren't getting too good at the end of this race there for the Tiny Horse. But once again, he knows he's already in to the next round. So, and he's into the fence as well too there for Ryan Johnson. He's struggling quite a bit here at the end of the race.
I think the fatigue is setting in.
Could be, yeah.
Gotta be wore out. What do you think?
It looks like he wants it back, but look at that. He's going to chuck it in here on Diebold for a P4 potentially.
And we're going to Vegas, Sim City. I'll tell you what, though, with the Gen 6 car, I think that's going to be just a badass race next Wednesday night with that track, with that car. I mean, I think it's an open availability for any of these guys that are on the outside looking in the round of 20 to make the Elite 12. This is your final opportunity to do it. And what a great racetrack it is at Vegas.
I agree.
That's actually a good question out there. Well, yeah, the Vegas will be, I'm looking forward to that one. But that's a good question out there too. We do know that Ryan Johnson does drive in VR, or at least he used to when he was on the camera.
He still does.
If he still does VR, yeah, that would give you a bit of a massive headache, isn't it? If you're doing it in like long races in VR.
Oh yeah, it definitely would
tough.
make you like hurt. Yeah, as we get down, like I said, under 5 to go. Almost done with this thing for the evening. Long race. A lot longer than I anticipated. I figured it'd be a lot quicker, but obviously I miscalculated the time. So here we're still trying.
We're going on 2 hours and 63 laps.
Yep, that's correct.
Oh. Well, for all of you people that aren't fans of road courses, fret not. We're back on the Speedway for next week and for the remainder of the season. So,
yes, no more road courses. This is the only one of the season.
Have a look at Randy's chart at the moment too. He's only got one dip to P2.
I was about to say that's a perfect flat line right there, man. That's what you don't want to see in the emergency room, but that's what you want to see on your racing graph right here. Perfect. I mean, when he fall to second when he come down pit road, if that was it. I mean,
I think they were under the yellow dot. There's caution, and I think that's just because they were like neck and neck.
End of the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. End of the stage.
That's all it was. So. And then after that, and then of course you can see that 4 and 4. That means that those are the pit stops in those orange boxes, and that means he took four tires, and he just took fuel in the last pit stop. So the 3 total pit stops he's taken. But
are you going to do the 6 hours of NASRA endurance on Saturday night? Are you gonna run Le Mans?
I might. It just depends on what time I get back, but I should hopefully be available.
I gotcha.
I'll join you, Justin. I'll jump in and drive with you, mate. I'll be a co-driver for you if you want.
How are you going to drive when you're producing?
I can do it. A second PC, you see? I'll have one PC for producing and I'll have a second one for driving.
There you go.
Yeah, you can run for a few minutes. Wesley will have it. Yeah. No problem.
Wesley will drive.
Yep.
As well.
Look out. There's a crash.
Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if anybody's actually played the new iRacing game.
No, I haven't.
That's out. Maybe if they have enough drivers to do that, there could be a fun little event to do too. That'd be fun for just about everybody, I think, Wesley.
Where do you get iRacing? where do you get iRacing Arcade? Like, where do you get it at? Is it like a
on Steam and
PlayStation
stuff like
game or
that?
something?
On Steam, you can get it. You can purchase it. I think it's a one-time purchase, so you don't need a monthly subscription and all that sort of stuff to do it.
I got you.
It's arcade-ish, so you don't need to worry about setups and steering wheels and fancy racing rigs.
Ready to go.
You could do it for controller or a keyboard, probably. Oh, Caulfield's going off track somewhere. Oh, Caulfield!
Come on, Mark. That's Mark Cofield, by the way, not Jonathan. That's Mark.
Got to bring it home, son. Yep, 10. He's the biggest gainer too in this race. As you can see, that little slight lockup, I think, at the front. You spin me right round.
And liquid death is upon us.
You can tell the Aussie here is the one that's got a little bit of energy left in me because it's 2:00 in the afternoon for me, and it's pushing 11:20 over there in the Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America. So everybody's getting quite exhausted.
11:12 Eastern Daylight Time. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And we are almost there.
Almost at the home stretch. And by the way, B Squared, yes, Brandon, I'll be in the booth on Friday night. I'll be calling Atlanta or Echo Park on Friday night for Jacob. And then I'll be here with everybody on Saturday. I've got some real racing obligations with NASCAR for media stuff, for some local tracks stuff and things like that for regional. But then I should be here, hopefully, right at 6 or a little bit after 6. Shouldn't be long, but I plan to call the entire 6 hours with you. So, yeah. And then I got a real race on Sunday, plus another 2 iRacing broadcasts on Sunday night. So, yeah. I'm a glutton for punishment. Never stops. That's why I'm glad I enjoyed my day date today.
Yeah, I was surprised you actually had some time off there, Wesley. I guess it's well deserved, my friend.
Back in the baseball booth tomorrow for a doubleheader. Yes, sir. All right, time running out. Penultimate lap of the race coming to the line. 2 to go. 2 laps to go, and car 6 to 9, Randy Nichols.
Have you, Wesley? You've been
to
You've been to this Daytona track multiple times up in the commentary box and stuff like that.
Yes,
What's your favorite thing that's in Daytona that you wouldn't get any other racetrack? You would say that makes Daytona unique.
So I will tell anybody that if you ever go to the Rolex 24, take in the fireworks show on the Ferris wheel at 10 o'clock at night during the Rolex 24. I did that one year. I was on the announcer team, and I was off during that tenure of the nighttime, and I actually was hanging out with some friends and went up on the Ferris wheel and around the lights and seeing that place at nighttime. I don't know why they don't do that with the NASCAR Cup Series stuff, but for the Rolex 24, they do with the Ferris wheel. Matter of fact, you just saw a glimpse of it here with the road course. And another thing that I will say that I really enjoy about Daytona, the history of the old Speedway. I literally found myself one time just kind of going down Main and going down the old beach, and the next thing you know, you make a turn and you're looking at the historic turn of the Daytona Beach road course, not the road course here, right, but back in the 50s and the history of NASCAR and where it started. And, man, I'm a history guy. I'm a stat guy, you know, Justin and Ding. You know that. And I love just looking back at the history of where we come from, right? Don't forget where you come from, but know where you're going and where you've been. And I just love seeing where this sport has evolved to what it is. Coming to the line, one to go. Darren Steetel and Shine, 1 to go. Final lap.
Have you walked out on the track?
I just looking at the history of it.
On the actual track?
Yes, on the Speedway, yes. I've walked on Daytona.
All right.
Before.
And you stood up there. That's a little wide there at the moment there from Randy, but that's okay. He's got plenty of time. So you're standing at the bottom, you're looking up at the top wall. It must be an interesting elevation change instead of the banking.
It don't matter whether it's for a real race or whether it's just driving past that damn thing or going under the tunnel, even if it's not even for a race event. You get goosebumps. You get goosebumps when
every
you
time.
pass by that place.
Every time.
I will say the same thing about Indianapolis.
Have
Same
you touched
thing
that?
about
Have you
Indy.
touched the yard of bricks in Indy?
I have.
Yeah, I figured
have.
you might have. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I've been up in the pagoda. I've been down there. I've been to Daytona. It's a respectful property. I think that's the best way I can describe it, Justin. As we come to the end of Randy Nichols' lap, you get goosebumps when you're passing by it. You get goosebumps when you go by the Daytona Bridge. If you're in the property, you just respect it. You respect what is motorsports. You respect what is Daytona and Indianapolis. I think that best sums it up.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's the first time you see it is great. The second time you see it, like for instance, the first time I seen Daytona with no track activity, I just went and did the tour.
Yeah.
Amazing experience. Then the second time I got the infield passes, come underneath the tunnel, and when you look up, you're like, wow, this place. And then going on the front stretch, it's amazing. As Randy Nichols comes through the final bus stop, well, not bus stop, chicane of the evening,
It's over.
to complete his final lap.
Here he comes. Randy Nichols, by the way, 4th win of the year, all-time winner of the season, and he has punched his ticket for blue lights, joining teammate Ryan Johnson to the Elite 12 semifinals. Can I say one more thing in regards to Daytona, Indianapolis? And Justin just kind of hinted on it. There's been times where I've literally gone up in the grandstands and just set up in the big grandstands or stood up in the top of the grandstands. I literally, and I don't want people to think I'm crazy or anything, but I could literally think of moments of races that I remember watching or singing or saying, I remember that happened there. I remember this happened there. And if you think about it, you could actually experience the ghosts. You can hear the haunting sounds of the race cars and just take in the moment, right? Take in the moment. And I think that really makes you appreciate what it is that we get to do, for sure. I tell people this all the time, Justin and Dean, as we go to the results. I love being a 30-year broadcaster, but I'm a fan first. I'm a fan first in anything I ever do, whether it's racing, NASCAR, local, football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse, soccer, it don't matter. I'm a fan of the sport first, and I think that's why there is that passion that I have when you listen on the radio or you watch on television or I'm on public address that makes people enjoy what it is that I get to do doing for a living. Bottom line. Nichols has dominated here in virtual Daytona. It is over. It is his cool-down lap. Let's take a look at the results. I guess we got to wait for every car to cross the line, Justin.
Yeah,
they haven't done that yet.
We got the results.
It is complete.
Now the results are coming.
complete.
There you go.
54 was the last one.
It's over now. All right, there it is. There it is, finally. 63 laps, 225 miles. My God, that was a long time. Was that more than when they run in Daytona for the real Cup race? I just said,
No.
no. Okay, might be more. They actually go about 90, 95 laps, don't they?
They do. Correct.
Actually, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. Mark Cofield is the hard charger. Randy Nichols led 62 and 63 laps. Randy Nichols, obviously, fast qualifier. Randy Nichols, 1 caution, 4 laps, 2 lead changes among 2 drivers, and it has been the Liquid Death Daytona Road Course show. Randy Nichols wins. Tristan Bruce second. Jonathan Cofield third. We'll talk to them on the podium in a moment. Roger Diebold, Ryan Johnson, top 5. Peyton Johnson, Tony Burleson, Mark Cofield, Drew Ballesteros, and Anthony Hardin. Even though all the problems that the 77 John Deere Green had, Mr. Justin White comes back and still finishes in the top 10.
That's pretty impressive.
You got the rest of the finish order? Buzzy Mongold 11th, Brandon New 2nd, multiple laps down. Joshua Rodriguez, Trevor Williams, Kevin Edwards, your top 15 for Ruthless Racing. Remember, he won here in Daytona back when the season started September of last year. Cody Knott, Jeffrey Johnson, Andrew Alzewski, Matt Cherry. Of the 19 drivers that attempted this race here tonight. Well, Justin, I know you got to handle media, not media, officiating side of things, but your final take of this race, and obviously Randy Nichols is the second driver to battle towards a championship. Your final take of the Daytona road course. We'll see you next week at Vegas.
Yep, my final take is long race, long grueling. Those who can stay focused come out on top. It's a one road coaster of the year. It's over. It's done. The wild card's over. Clearly, the man of the hour is Randy Nichols. Congratulations. And we'll see y'all next week for Las Vegas in the Gen 6, and it's going to be one hell of a race. Get ready for some fun.
Sim City, Vegas next week, no doubt about it. And then, of course, we reset it all again with another amount of races in the semifinals. And then, of course, on to the finale at Auto Club. We're taking a break. Nichols, Bruce, Cofield, that's the law firm of the Cup Series at the Daytona Road Course. And we will chat with those drivers when we come back. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Welcome back to Daytona. It is the 49 North Collision 225 at Daytona. We have completed the race at the road course, and we now welcome you to 49 North Collision post-race interviews. Joining us in Victory Lane, fourth win, all-time winner of the year, Blue Lights Racing, number 69, punches his ticket in to also the semifinals for a championship. Way to go, Texan man. Randy Nichols, congratulations, sir.
Thanks, guys. Man, what a long race, but I'm glad we got it done.
I know we spoke. I know we spoke very quickly earlier at the end of stage 1 and 2. Man, what was the mindset to just keep on digging? What was your take of this race, man? Just was it calm? Was it easy? Was it not pressure? Anything like that? Staying out in front and winning this thing, Randy?
I mean, it was pretty calm for the most part. Obviously, getting into the heavy braking zones, it's pretty sketchy just because the tires lock up easy and this car is very easy to get unsettled. But, right there at probably the last 10, 15 laps or so, I started sweating pretty good because my tires were worn out and I had no tires in the pits. So it was pretty much just, run like hell and try to keep Tristan away from me.
All right, buddy. Before I let you go, man, anything else you want to say? Congratulations to you.
Thanks. Yeah, just thanks to everyone watching. Thanks to my fiance and Diana Bernetti Photography being on the car this week. So, yeah, but other than that, thanks, guys.
All right, there you go. Liquid Death gets it done. That, of course, is the man, Randy Nichols, taking the checkered flag. And, I'm a stat guy for Randy Nichols. It is 26th career start for NASRA. It is now his 7th career win, 4th of the season, 16 top 5s and 18 top 10s. Let's grab now, TB. Tristan Bruce in the 23, Tilly's entry from Denver, North Carolina. And Tristan, I know you just got to be happy with a runner-up finish, aren't you, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'll take P2. Good race, clean race. What you expect on a road course. Just I'm glad it's over with, man. That was a long race, but everything I could have done and I could ask for was done on my part. So happy to come home with P2. Good points.
Yeah, there's the thoughts of Tristan Bruce. Career start 212 tonight for NASRA. 18 career wins, 92nd top 5 and 132nd top 10 when he leaves the Daytona road course for the NASRA statistics of the number 23 from Denver. Let's grab now Jonathan Cofield. NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series Monday champion, defending champion. And your take of this one, buddy. You and your dad had some thrills and spills along the way, but you still rally back, sir, with a good top 3 podium finish.
Yeah, horrible car, horrible track. It just wasn't a good combo. Real easy to get the cars spun out, turtles and all that stuff. The bus stop was pretty bad. Lost it there one time, but over and all, glad I finished third. Passed a lot of cars, fell back a few times, spun out. Done everything I could wrong, but lucky to get top 3.
I know I said one question, but I do got to ask you, man, what's it mean when you get your dad to run with you, Mark Cofield, being able to run with you when he can?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They run in some other leagues, and I've raced with him a time or two. We got a bunch of people in Bandits Motorsports that run leagues all across iRacing, but we've raced a good bit together. Still trying to teach him. He's been on here, but maybe 2 years now, so he's coming along.
There you go. By the way, career start number 230 tonight for the man of Mumford, Alabama, Auburn fan. Can they make the NCAA tournament? Going to be close. They play Alabama Saturday. I hope they lose. Career start 230 for Jonathan Cofield. By the way, he's got 27 career wins, 99 top 5s, and his 148th top 10. I got to give our buddy, crap. I have to. Jonathan, thanks, buddy. He'll finish third. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up 49 North Collision post-race interviews. They sponsored the race as well. And Dean, we're going to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Ready to see what happens next week. Everybody is sick of road courses. They're sick of this place. Except Randy Nichols, maybe. And we're going to Vegas, Sim City, final race of the round of 20. Your take of tonight, sir. You like road courses, though.
I do. Actually, yeah. It's topsy-turvy as well, too, that, as you said, between the drives. It was great. We a couple of pit stops there. The cautions throw a spanner in the mix there. Probably a little too long, as that tends to happen. But as that's done. Daytona's done. I think just Daytona's done in general there, Wesley. I'm going to be very looking forward to Las Vegas, of course. Then Darlington, then Richmond, Talladega, of course, and then, of course, the finale at Auto Club. But we got to get through these rest of the Sweet 20 playoffs, my friend, in Vegas first before we determine who's going to be in the second round.
Yeah, and I think Vegas is going to be absolutely fun, no doubt about it, whenever we go there next week, as always. There's a look at the graphic. And on Randy Nichols, ironically, Blue Lights Racing already 1-2. Ryan Johnson, Randy Nichols are now moving on to the Elite 12. There's still 6 more spots wide open when it's all said and done. Who will be joining them there whenever we get them? Well, there's 11 spots, I guess, still 10 spots for points. Should be exciting to see what goes on. Randy Nichols, Houston, Texas. Liquid Death dominates the road course. From right to the buff, Cody Knott, Justin White, everybody with the NASRA Cup Series and NASRA in general. For the man behind the scenes and on color, Finkelstein, Humpton, I'm Wesley Outland. See you next week in Vegas. Nichols gets it done at Daytona. Good evening.